Hello and welcome to the final of a trio of watch-alongs today. It began with Rotherham versus Everton at 12, Oldham versus Bournemouth in the middle, and now we're switching. We're going across the pond for some American football, and it is the Buffalo Bills versus the Indianapolis Colts in the NFL Wild Card Weekend. For the first time ever, there's more teams in the playoffs, and this has allowed this matchups. And I'm joined by Will. How are you, Will?
I'm great, pal. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I'm looking forward to this matchup. But as I said, today it is Bills v Colts. And before the game, we've decided to put together a little collection. If you've maybe not watched NFL for the longest time and you joined us new today, this is the matchup. It is the Bills v the Colts. It kicks off at 6:05. We are 5 minutes away from that. We've just watched the Colts come onto the field. But this is the game. What are you expecting, Will, overall from today's game?
Do you know what I'm expecting? I'm expecting quite a lot of big players just because of who both teams have got a quarterback. Obviously, you've got Josh Allen for the Bills, you've got Philip Rivers for the Colts, and they're both gunslingers. They both like to throw the ball around field. They're not afraid of the big players. I think we're going to see a lot of big players today, but I think we're going to see some big defensive players because both teams have very good defensive units as well.
Yeah, I think that might be where we see it. I know for me, where the game is won and lost will be in Phil Rivers' hands because he is not the most trustworthy quarterback on the
Yeah,
ball, especially as he's got older. He does love a turnover, so we'll have to see if the Bills' defense can force any of them, and we'll see if Josh Allen, the MVP race is like officially over because it only takes in the regular season, but he is on MVP form with this offense with Stephon Diggs and Cole Beasley, both named in the All-Pro first and second team this week. Very interesting decision from that one, but that's all right. But we will move on to our kind of players to watch coming into this game, and we'll start on offense. For me, the Buffalo Bills, you have to watch Stephon Diggs. I don't know about you, Will, but 127 receptions, 1,535 receiving yards, 8 touchdowns, and is a 2020 first team All Pro. What a season he's had since transferring from the Minnesota Vikings to the Buffalo Bills. How do you sum up his first year in kind of in words, really?
incredible, really, and he's changed the Bills' offense. We were talking off there how Josh Allen's he seemed to have got more confident this season. He just seems to be more confident throwing the ball downfield, and one of the big reasons is acquiring a player like Stephon Diggs. He's led the league in receiving yards. Again, 127 receptions is incredible. He's been there every single game for Josh Allen. He's his favourite target, and he just completely transformed this Bills' offense. And because you get a player like Stephon Diggs, who gathers all the attention, you have players like Gabriel Davis, you have players like Cole Beasley who get more open because they're getting less attention. Obviously, John Brown as well, who suffered with injuries this season. But yeah, Stephon Diggs' impact has been incredible, and he's just so valuable to the Buffalo Bills.
That's the thing, and he has been a game changer on that offense, or a totally different team with a minute. But on the opposite side of the ball, we'll go from a guy who's been in the NFL for a while, for a man making his debut rookie season. The man to watch for me on the offensive side of the ball for the Colts is Jonathan Taylor. Rushing attempts 232 on the year with 1,169 rushing yards, 11 touchdowns, and last week alone against the Jacksonville Jaguars ran for 253 yards and 2 touchdowns. Really a massive breakout game for him. The rookie has really kind of can take the pressure off Philip Rivers and keep the ball out of his hands. How important is he for a key to victory for the Colts?
Yeah, he's huge. I mean, when you look at just time of possession, the Colts have got to win time of possession. They've got to hold the ball longer. They've got to keep Josh Allen on the sidelines. And giving the ball to Jonathan Taylor, that's what it's exactly going to do. I mean, with Phil Rivers and the great offensive line the Colts have, it gives you more time to throw the ball, but you also want to take pressure off him with the run game. And Jonathan Taylor coming in and making a big impact is exactly what he's done. Third in the league in rushing, like you said, with 1,169 rushing yards, incredible. He's got in the end zone 11 times on the ground, that is. He's been an incredible impact for the Colts. And if the Colts want to win today, then he's going to be a big factor in doing that.
Yeah, I definitely think so. So there is some playmakers on offense for both teams, but last year it was the Bills defense that made headlines. This year the Colts defense started well, has tapered off a little bit towards the middle of the season, but still is very impressive. And these are some of the defensive players to watch. For the Buffalo Bills, we have chose cornerback Tre'Davious White. He's got 3 interceptions on the season, 11 passes defended with a forced fumble and 2 fumble recoveries. And seems to be the trend here, he is a 2020 second team All Pro. As we talked about earlier off stream, he'd be covering T.Y. Hilton today. What is that matchup like for you? Because he's having an incredible season again.
Yeah, he's having a phenomenal season ever since the Bills drafted him. Even in his rookie year, he was a Rookie of the Year candidate on the defensive side of the ball. He's been fantastic for them. The cornerback out of LSU, we know LSU they create some fantastic defensive backs, and Tre'Davious White's no exception. He's been phenomenal, and he's going to be big today. You know, T.Y. Hilton is Philip Rivers' favourite target, but Tre'Davious White's got a big job in his hands to keep him quiet, and if he can do, then it's obviously going to give the Bulls a much better chance of winning the game.
Yep, and the Colts will receive the kickoff in the first half, but we'll finalise this with the defensive player to watch, the Indianapolis Colts. We do have some stats, but maybe we'll go through that at halftime. For me, it's Darius Leonard, the linebacker. 7 tackles for loss on the season, 7 passes defended on the season, 3 forced fumble and 2 fumble recoveries, and he is a 2020 first team All-Pro, and deservedly so. One of the core defensive members of this Colts team, and will be impressive today nonetheless. And we're about to get underway with the first play of the game. Phil Rivers is in the shotgun to start.
You want to level it up now, because I think I've just seen the T.Y. Hilton play before you.
You have indeed. If you want to, yep. Just tell me.
I'll pause it 14:30. Tell me when you get to 14:30, and I'll press play. Yeah, I'll Darius Leonard as well. Ever since the Colts drafted him in the second round, he's been the leader of the defense. And when he plays and when he doesn't play, it's a completely different defense. He's a tackling machine. You know, he gets in the backfield and makes plays, forces fumbles. You can see 3 forced fumbles this season already, and yet again another 2020 first team All-Pro.
Press play. There we go. We should be reasonably level now.
Yeah.
If you guys want to level up with us, I think both of us will be at about the 14-15 mark, something like that, 14-17 or something like that.
Yeah, I'm 14, 13, 12, 11.
Yeah.
10.
We'll be near each other if you want to level up with us in the chat. So make sure if you are here, if you want to put a comment, make sure to drop a like and subscribe, because this is the third watch long of the day. As it's going to be the first run of the day for Jonathan Taylor. Skips a tackle, gains about 1.5 yards to start the game. But as you see to the right of us there, that's the key stats. These teams have never met in the postseason. They last met in 2018 when the Colts won 37-5. I don't think we're going to see a repeat of that today. No. I'll put it out there.
I think I can agree with you on that one.
Yeah, and Stephon Diggs, we talked about him earlier. He's already set the Bills' single-season receptions record. I'm sure when the Bills take the field on offense, he'll be instrumental to winning this game. And the Colts are 8th ranked in defense. But on offense, it's a nice short yardage pass there, about 8 yards. So it'll be 3rd and 2, I think.
Michael Pittman Jr. with a nice, I think it was like a 6-7 yard reception on the right-hand side, going up against Levi Wallace, the cornerback number 2 for the Buffalo Bills. But yeah, what do you think of Michael Pittman's rookie season so far? Like, I think he started slow, but I think as he's got more integrated in the offense, I think he's been a pretty good big playmaker for him. Yeah,
I think as time goes on, we'll see more and more of Michael Pittman Jr. I don't think we've seen the best of him just yet, but the Colts have someone in motion. Jonathan Taylor will run it up the middle and he'll gain the first down.
Yeah. Big run. Big first down.
The Colts move the chains. But do you see this game as offense v defense? Because if you look there, the Bills are ranked 3rd in passing yards per game and the Colts are 8th ranked in defense. And if you look at the average points per game, Bills outscoring the Colts. Is that what you think it'll be, or do you think the Colts can hold their own on offense?
I think it comes down to what you said. If Phil Rivers can take care of the ball, then this offense can score points because it's got explosive playmakers on the outside. It's got Jonathan Taylor in the backfield. It's got a nice tight end in Jack Doyle and Mo Alley Cox. They've got weapons, the Colts. If they can just, if like I said, if Phil Rivers doesn't turn the ball over, then there's no reason why the Colts can't match the Buffalo Bills for scoring today, because I think both defenses kind of cancel out. We know that both teams have got good defensive units. It's just the difference is who can take care of the ball better. But another good run there by Jonathan Taylor straight up the middle. Yeah,
and we talked about how maybe the key with this offensive line of the Colts, they're good to keep time off Philip Rivers, but as you said, they create lanes for the rookie as well, and he's had 2 good runs already in this drive, and the Colts are around the 40-yard line and have meticulously made their way upfield, and I'll hand it off to Taylor again. This time he is swallowed up in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 2 for this Bills defense, which, to be fair, coming out the gates, the Colts have looked quite impressive.
Yeah, it's been a methodical drive, really, just smash mouthing the ball. Jonathan Taylor, but also some nice completions by Phil Rivers to T.Y. Hilton and Pittman. But second 11 now, this next play is huge because if they don't get any yards on this play, we're looking at 3rd and long.
Yeah, exactly, and we'll see what they decide to do. It is 2nd and 11. It was a loss of a yard. Phil Rivers with the quick pass, but it's dropped.
I think it might have been tipped.
It could. It looked like it. He did try it. That ball was out within a second.
Yeah,
and it was tipped. Yeah, that was definitely tipped.
Yeah,
just at the line of scrimmage there, and I think it was a catchable ball though.
Yeah, that's a drop by Michael Pittman Jr. He got his hands on it, just couldn't hold on to it. Matt Milano there getting the pressure on the block, who is a pretty underrated linebacker for the Bills. He's been a mainstay in their team for a while now, but it's 3rd and 11. This play is huge.
It is, and Phil Rivers will line up in the shotgun, takes a snap, drops back, looks to be going deep, wide. Is that caught? No.
He's got it. Catch.
No.
Have they called it out of bounds?
I'm trying to see now. It was into double coverage.
He's threaded the needle there, really, hasn't he?
On this left sideline, it's gone through the hands of both both Micah Hyde and T.Y.
I've no idea how that's not even been caught by either of them.
No, it has literally gone. I'll tell you what, it was in the breadbasket of Micah Hyde, and it goes right through his forearms, and then it goes through T.Y. Hilton's forearms afterwards as well. But that's what Phil Rivers does. He doesn't mind making that kind of gunslinger pass, as you say, but seems to be a stoppage on the field. I'm pretty sure do you think they'll line up for the field goal?
I think if it's a field goal, it's going to be a long one, but yeah, they're just showing the highlights of the Mike. Very unlike Mike Hyde, because he's a safety that's very prone to turning the ball up, to getting the interception and forcing turnovers. So very unlike him to not get the pick, but we'll just wait and see what's happening. Oh, it's the punt formation for the Colts.
2 minutes ago in the chat, Alexa Views, it says Josh Allen will shred that secondary. Do you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if he does today, because he is showing some unbelievable form. Unfortunately that is a fantastic punt.
Wow.
I will say, if Josh Allen is to shred the secondary, we'll be starting at the 2-yard line, but we'll see Josh Allen take the field. What do you think? Because last week against Miami, an absolutely unbelievable day by Josh Allen, even though he got took out at the half, killed Miami's playoff chances, unfortunately. But do you think he can shred this Colts secondary?
With the way he's playing right now, I think he could shred any secondary in the league. He's playing that good and that confident. Obviously, we've seen with the Colts, they've got a pretty decent. What I like about the Colts secondary is they've got like a nice mix of veterans and rookies and young players. Obviously, they've got the rookie Julian Blackmon at safety. They've got the young corner in Rocky Sin, but they've also got Kenny Moore and your former Minnesota Viking Xavier Rhodes, who's kind of rejuvenated his career. Yeah. So the Colts have got playmakers on the back end, but with the way Josh Allen's playing right now, it's going to be very, very hard to stop him, because he is a cannon for an arm. And when you've got weapons like Diggs and Beasley and the rookie, those players can make plays. But like I said, I think it's going to be a high-scoring game where it's going to be some big plays. And we saw with Phil Rivers, he's not afraid to put the ball in harm's way. No,
I would love to see the Diggs v. Xavier Rhodes matchup, because, the amount of times they probably faced off in practice, in training camps and stuff like that. It'll be interesting to see the matchup. But as you said, Rhodes has had a rejuvenation of his career since moving to Indianapolis. I kind of said that to you, I think, in the preseason. I was like, I hope he goes and rekindles his form, and he has. But amazingly, he made the Pro Bowl last year, not this year. So make sense of that.
Made the Pro Bowl last year when he was the 114th ranked corner out of 119 eligible corners, which was just mind-boggling. That
is exactly it. I don't understand it, but you never know it in the NFL, and Pro Bowl as well. It's kind of based on a bit based on popularity, but all pro teams came out. The Colts have 3 players, I think, in the All Pro selection, and the Bills have a second teamer in Josh Allen and a first teamer in Diggs and a second teamer in Beasley. That's just a testament to how good these teams have been this year.
Yeah, definitely. And I think what you'll see with the All Pro teams, if you're looking if you're looking to find out who the top players in the NFL are, the All-Pro teams, I think, are much more valid than the Pro Bowl because people like DeForest Buckner, who was probably arguably the best interior defensive lineman in the entire league, didn't even make the Pro Bowl. And when it comes to Pro Bowl voting, I think people concentrate way too much on stats. They don't actually think about the impact the player has. But DeForest Buckner did make the All-Pro team. It just shows he's probably top 2 at his position. And obviously, your boy Justin Jefferson making an All-Pro team as well. That's incredible.
He did. Second team All-Pro. We just need him to get Rookie of the Year now, and then which I don't think will happen, but we'll sadly let it go. I think that might be Herbert's.
It's definitely going to be interesting, Herbert and Jefferson. I wonder who they're throwing as the third candidate. Just kind of say, thanks for turning up, but you're not. At all.
If we're talking just offensive Rookie of the Year, Jonathan Taylor's up there. James Robinson, I think, has been absolutely. Chase Claypool kind of had a spurt in the middle of the season, but I don't think he's been consistent enough. But we'll have to see as Allen takes a nice shot to Beasley, who obviously made the second team All-Pro. I mean, I saw a lot of controversy about him being made in an All-Pro team because you compared his stats, and I know this is probably biased, but to Adam Thielen, who had more yards and like double, triple the touchdowns, but a good year, even though he's not even reached 1,000 yards. But he's just been a really important target for checkdowns, I think, for Josh Allen.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's one of them with Cole Beasley, obviously former Dallas Cowboy. The one thing about Beasley is he always finds a way to get open. He's probably he's arguably one of the best slot receivers in the league just because of how good his route running is. He just finds a way to get open. I remember in Dak Prescott's rookie year, Cole Beasley was one of his favorite weapons, if not his favorite weepon. Especially when Des Bryant was out with injury, Cole Beasley was always there, and he's always a reliable target. And I'm happy he got paid by the Bills, and I'm happy that his career is thriving. But already a 3-and-out for the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, I was about to say a massive win for the Colts defense because they penned them back to the 1, and they will be punting from their own end zone now.
I mean, if the Colts can get a bit of pressure here, maybe try and force a block or something.
Yeah, or even not. The strength of the leg of the kickers, not to the punter, sorry, not to be underestimated. But I think this will be great field position no matter where the Colts end up. He calls a fair catch at about the 36, 37.
Yeah, somewhere around there. But yeah, decent starting field position for the Colts, and with a fantastic first series for the Colts defense, getting a stop against Josh Allen, who's had an MVP caliber season.
Yeah, there was the short 6-7 yard completion to Cole Beasley. Had a small run up the middle with Zach Moss, and then the Colts got some pressure. Josh Allen tried to escape via his right and kind of threw to the sidelines, but it was near absolutely nobody. And the advantage Colts in this kind of first period of the game. And if you're the Colts now, you kind of have to make them pay for this this time of possession.
Yeah, definitely you want to get some points on the board. Obviously, with the Colts receiving in the first half, it means that the Bills are receiving the second half. So the Colts, they want to get the points on the board first, and it's a massive opportunity. Phil Rivers, his open drive was good, but I think that that Jonathan Taylor loss of yards kind of killed the drive a bit, especially when the incompletion to Michael Pittman made it 3rd and 11. It made it pretty tough. But yeah, the Colts, they look like they've come out motivated here in this game without a doubt.
Yeah, definitely. I think the Colts drive. I think Taylor was the key to it. To be honest, he moved the chains. He was the one getting chunk yardage, really. But we'll have to see when they come out on the field again to see if we can finally get the first score of this game. But I think if you look at the Colts, I don't know if you'll agree, Will, but the way they're running the ball, when it gets towards later in this game, their time management will be crucial because they can run the clock down very well.
Yeah, and that's the thing, controlling the clock, keeping Allen on the field. And, over time, it will wear down the defense. The defense will, they'll get sick of it and it'll just keep pounding on the defense over and over and over, which will open more passing lanes as well for the Colts. So if they can keep this run game going, it's very crucial in the NFL. The one thing you can't do is abandon the run. And with the Colts running the ball right now, the last thing you'd expect them to do is stop running the ball. So if they keep running the ball effectively, could cause a lot of problems for this Bills defense.
And that'll be the key, because I don't trust Phil Rivers to really keep hold of the ball and keep safe, because we saw he could have been picked off already by Micah Hyde early in this game, and he didn't. Unfortunately, it went through the forearms, but they're going to take the field again here. But we'll have to see. What do you think home advantage does? Because this would be the first time they got over 6,000 in, I think.
Yeah, like we said off air, it's 6,000 fans or whatever it is. It's better than no fans. At least you've got some support there. Did you see Sean Payton's comments throughout the week? He said that he wants 50,000 Saints fans COVID testing, and if they come back negative, he wants them all in the stadium as a home field advantage. Which, if he pulled that off, would be a miracle. But I don't think
there's no way they're going to allow that. I think the way they've done the season so far has been smart, and it's been really well done. No game's been cancelled, so I think just stick with it. But 2nd and 6 in motion. Rivers takes a snap, and again.
It's a poor throw, really. I think he rushed it there to Nyheim Hines.
He did, and it's one of them. It's every time that Rivers has got the ball out quick. I know it was tipped at the line of scrimmage, and it was a catchable ball, but that's 2 incomplete passes for Rivers so far. And the only way that the Colts have been gaining yardage is through Jonathan Taylor.
It is. He's been the main man so far. Other than that, the passing game looks a little bit shaky for both teams, really.
Yeah.
Big play for Phil Rivers. He's making an audible at the line, I think.
Yeah, he is. And I was about to say, it's a free play, but it is a good gain by T.Y. Hilton, who'll go inside the Bills' 40 to about the 36. And I think that's a free play anyway, because I think that was a very mistimed blitz, I think.
Yeah, Matt Milano jumps offside there, so Phil Rivers has took the opportunity, like you said, get the free play in, try and attack downfield, and he's got his man T.Y. Hilton.
Yeah, exactly, because I think they kind of disguised it, but definitely stepped over the line. Penalties declined, no surprise.
A bit too excited there, Milano, jumping off the line a little bit too early.
Yeah, definitely. He didn't even have the ball snapped, and it's one of them. If you time the blitz perfectly, probably gets to Phil Rivers and gets a bit of pressure, but they're going again, and Phil Rivers uses the play action. Goes deep, and what a catch.
Pittman Jr.
And that is a big play from the rookie, and that is another good gain. But that's what the threat of Jonathan Taylor brings you. It allows you to use play action. It allows you to have more time to throw the ball, and that is a brilliant throw and a brilliant catch.
And that's against Tre'Davious White as well, in behind Tre'Davious White, the All-Pro corner.
Yeah, and the rookie gets up well, high points of football, and a gain of, I can't remember how many, about 15? No, and even more, about 20 yards.
It was about 20 yards, about a 20-yard catch, because they're at the Bills' 15-yard line. So they're, without doubt, in the red zone now, knocking on the door.
Yeah, and they'll hand off to Taylor, and Taylor will find a gap, and he'll gain about 4
yards.
Yeah.
I must say he's running the ball very well today, Taylor, because they've only given 2 yards.
2 yards. 2 yards.
Sorry, coming.
I know. You can't say 2 yards, but as you can see, Bills Mafia starting to trying to make some noise, I guess, because of obviously COVID. But there we go. I'll hand it off to Taylor again, and
he's met at the line.
Yeah, and they'll be lucky to give him a yard. They might politely give him a yard, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it's just a good play by the interior defensive line from the Bills, just crashing down on the guards, just blowing the play up completely there.
Yeah. And I think Micah Hyde came from the backfield and made the play, made the first tackle.
Instinctive tackle from Hyde. 3rd and 7, so they did give him a yard.
Very polite of them.
Very generous, like you said, very generous yard.
We'll have to see, because if they don't connect here, they'll settle for the field goal. They hand it off to Taylor, tries to break through 1 or 2. He won't do it.
Maybe hard, but yeah, a big stop there by the Bills defense, and I think the Colts are going to settle for 3.
Yeah, and it's the right thing to do. I think there was some big plays in there for the Colts, and I think that'll be a nice confidence booster. But we see Rodrigo Blankenship in his beautiful glasses taking the field.
Yeah, and he's been a very good find for the Colts this season. Coming in, I think he played his college football at Georgia, but he's usually with rookie kickers they take a time to settle in. I think Blankenship's done a really good job.
He is, and we'll see how he can do from here. It's kind of just an up and through, and that is exactly what it is. And it'll be 3-0 to the Indianapolis Colts to start this game. And Will's tea has arrived.
Just eat my tea, so I will turn my camera off. I don't think anyone wants to see me scrying some food. But,
that's all right. If you want to put the banner on with the score,
yeah, I'll stick that on now.
And just whack our big faces on if you want.
Stop sharing the screen for now.
Oh, look at it there. Here we are. But they're just
CD.
It's 3-0, by the way. I'll let you know.
Oh shit! I can't do it.
It's 3-0 to the Colts.
I saw
by
food. I went, and my attention just went.
No, to be fair, I'd do the same. The thing is, we'd love to do this in person, but because of COVID, that's not really possible right now. So we're having to use StreamYard.
We would have thought by now that all this COVID situation would have been fixed, but we were sadly.
No. Sadly not, but I think the NFL deserve credit for the way they've managed to get the season up and running.
Oh, I agree, 100%.
And you know, there was a few games which have kind of been a little bit of a problem. You know, Baltimore versus Pittsburgh rescheduled about 9, I think, or some at times.
Yeah, I found it very funny. Oh, sorry. Do apologise.
We're seeing it with the Browns now. They're in the postseason. I think this year you're just going to have to deal with it. And I know that sounds a bit harsh, but you're just going to have to be like, you know, COVID's done its thing. We'll have to just play some lower down the depth chart players, which we've seen. I think every team's been affected at some point.
I mean, even if a team didn't get, like, even though their players got COVID, it's still messed up pre-season. It's messed up. Yep. It's messed up the entire. I mean, the rookies. I mean, you've got to say the rookies that have hit the ground running. It's a testament to them, really, because they've had no pre-season. They've had, you know, the training camps have been cut short. So the fact that they've been, you know, they managed to hit the ground running, even with COVID around, is even more impressive, in my opinion. Yeah,
I definitely think, especially, you know, I feel bad for maybe some of the ones that are entering a new scheme to what they played in college. You've got to get used to your team's play style. But I think overall it's been a very successful NFL season, and it's a credit to everybody involved. There's been a few people that have broke protocols at some points. I remember the Titans at the start of the year.
Yeah.
We're massive offenders, but we're on now.
A game where people were questioning, is this going to work? I mean, with the Ravens Steelers game as well, it felt like it was, like you said, it postponed like 3 or 4 times. But when the Broncos had 3 quarterbacks out, the NFL like, you play Kendall Hinton or you forfeit.
Yeah, it was insane. And I thought he'd lost the ball there, but jumps back on it.
That's Andrew Roberts as well, who I believe made the All-Pro team as a return specialist. So very unlike him to drop the ball from a kick. Sorry.
I was about to say a real good demonstration there as to why he made the All-Pro team. But no, we'll have to see what the Bills can do, because that first drive they did not get going at all. But we'll have to see what they can do here. They're running empty. Josh Allen stands alone. I think that's 4 wide receivers they're lining up with. 5.
I think they've sent Devin Singletary.
Oh, you've got him. And Josh Allen gets hit, gets the ball away, so it's not a sack. But another good start from this Colts defense. He was hit by Mohammed, number 92.
Oh, crunched.
And I tell you what,
He just came flying off the edge unblocked. I don't know what on earth the Bills' offensive line was doing there.
yeah, if that was Detroit v Minnesota, that's roughing the passer. And I don't know how. But they're running the same. It's 5 wide receivers again. They're running empty in the back. Allen in the shotgun, takes a snap, going through his reads, wheels to the right. He's going to run the ball himself, and he's going to get the first down.
Really smart play there by Josh Allen. Kept his head and used the feet when they needed to be used.
Yeah, kept his eyes downfield just in case something came open, but not at all. And we're just looking now at a graphic on the screen at how good Josh Allen has been this year in terms of his completion percentage. He was last for the first 2 years, and he's now 4th.
Just an incredible jump really from Allen.
Yeah, it's been
quarterback just growing confidence and show everybody what he really can do.
And he's gone deep with that one. It's down midfield, and what a grab!
Oh, what a catch! Did he catch?
It looks like a catch, and Stephon Diggs with a big play. What a catch!
Big
and it was good.
Go on.
It was good coverage as well. The moment Diggs has the ball, there's someone there, but unbelievable. And Allen's looking downfield again. He's getting chased down
by Buckner,
and it's a great throw. Yeah. And that's Gabriel Davis. All the wide receivers getting a bit of love today from Josh Allen, but being chased down.
That play by Diggs is just kind of ignited this offense. Slow start for the Bills, but you get the ball in the hands of your superstar receiver. And like you say, he took a big hit from Kari Willis, but did a fantastic job to hold on. And all of a sudden, the Bills are on the Colts 21-yard line.
Yeah, they're probably with a play that they're going to be in the red zone, and you'd like to think they'll be able to convert as Josh Allen steps back in the pocket again. He goes to the right. He has Devin Singletary. And he's got a gain of about 4 or 4, something like that.
It's not the worst play in the world. At least it's just a positive gain of yards.
Yeah, exactly. It was just a quick throw. And looking back at that Diggs catch, how he holds on to that is absolutely unbelievable. He's right down midfield, grabs it. And as we say, someone was there to meet him when he had the ball.
What's crazy about the Diggs play is he's tracking the ball all the way. He doesn't know there's a man coming, but he even takes a hit, that he's not expecting and still holds on. That's just a phenomenal play by Diggs.
Yeah, and Devin Singletary has just got the first down for Buffalo. And I'm just having a look on the field. Are they at 1st and goal? Just outside.
One more first down to get 1st and goal.
Yeah, I think they just might be outside at about the 13 or something like that. I'm just having a look. But this has been much better by Buffalo. A really impressive drive. No, they are at the 10.
Yeah, they have to give it 1st and goal. You're right.
Here's Josh Allen. Fakes the handoff. He's wheeling to his right.
Nice
gets
throw.
the down to Moss. And it's down at the 2 for Buffalo.
Huge if the Bills can find a way to punch it in.
Yeah.
We said the Colts defense is really good, but when you've got a quarterback who's playing as well as Josh Allen is, and you've got explosive playmakers, it only takes 1 or 2 plays to get into the red zone.
Yeah, and it did. It was that big chunk yardage by Diggs down midfield. And then since then, they've just, I think they've not had a 3rd down since, I don't think. And now they're down at the 3. Josh Allen's looking to run himself. He's going to get thinking. He throws it away. Oh, he's caught.
He's got it. Is that Tyler Croft?
That is an unbelievable play. It's Knox with the catch. Is that the tight end?
Dawson Knox, yeah, the tight end. I think he's a 2nd-year player. I mean, that was incredible. Yeah. I thought the play was dead, and Allen got rid of it.
Yeah, he got rid of it. Looked up. He found an open receiver in Dawson Knox, and it was a quarterback designed run. I think they were planning on Allen running for it. Everyone got drawn to the ball, and Knox, no one within 5 yards.
And phenomenal reply.
Yeah, an absolutely unbelievable reply from the Buffalo Bills, and we'll see if the extra point will be any good. Great quarterbacking by Josh Allen there.
Just a really, really smart play. I think that's another thing with Josh Allen. Coming into his third year, the IQ, he just seems to have improved so much. I think that playoff game last year against the Texans, when they should have won the game, they ended up losing. I think that was a big key moment in his career where he's gained playoff experience, knows where to learn from, and fair play. The Bills take the lead late in the first quarter.
Yep, and that is 7-3 to the Buffalo Bills. And it's one of them where when you have a quarterback who can improvise like that, when the play appeared dead, but they can create something out of absolutely nothing, that is special from Josh Allen.
Absolutely. And that's the thing with Josh Allen as well. Like, he's a 6'5" quarterback who can throw it 60 yards, 70 yards, but he's also a phenomenal athlete that can move. He's not just a standard pocket passer. He can move when he needs to. He's a fantastic athlete. And we've just seen on that drive there his qualities. Throw the ball downfield, he can improvise, and just a phenomenal drive from the Bills. And drive that they needed, really, after that.
It's one of them where he knows how to escape the pocket, and he doesn't just throw the ball away. If he's wheeling to his right, he will try and find a receiver downfield or in the end zone, like he did with Dawson Knox to end the play. End the drive, sorry, I should probably say that.
And I will see how Phil Rivers and the Colts can reply.
This is it now, because the pressure is on Philip Rivers. Their last drive had to settle for 3, but overall on offense they've not been bad. Have both teams really, but we'll have to see because we're only watching this game. I'm just seeing a promo on the right hand side. Rams v Seahawks. Will, your prediction for
that? I can't see the Rams winning as long as they've got the backup in. I don't think they're to go, which is a shame really, because you play all season long. You know, a COVID season, you get into the playoffs, and you starting quarterback's not healthy. That's a tough pill to swallow for the Rams really. But the Seahawks should be winning that game. But maybe the Rams can upset the odds, because we know the Rams have got a phenomenal defense. Ramsey, Aaron Donald. You know, they can if they keep the game close. You never know.
Jalen Ramsey as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it'll be interesting because when these two obviously last met, didn't Jalen Ramsey keep DK Metcalf to absolutely no catches?
Yeah, he's done it a few times now. I think in both games they appeared. Because I had DK Metcalf in fantasy this year. If you scroll down his stats, both Rams games he had like 2 points and 5 points because Ramsey just locked him up. And
that'll be an interesting match. But as you say, unfortunately, we don't think Goff will be good to go. Be interesting to see if Alex Smith is good to go later tonight.
I think that's a must for the Redskins, because I think if Heineke is going up against that Bills pass rush and defense, it could be a long night for the Washington football team.
This is a fantastic return. He leaps a man midfield. He leaps another man. It is an absolutely brilliant return by the Indianapolis Colts, and you asked for a reply, and Rodgers, that is unbelievable. And unfortunately, they've not shown a replay, but Rodgers picked up the kick at about his own 4, and then when he got to the 20, he leaped a man, and then when he got towards midfield, and we're just seeing the replay now. What a leap! As he reached 20.
Obviously, the Bills just scoring the touchdown. The Colts needed instant reply, and they've already got very good starting field position. Trick play.
Yeah, nice trick play here. It's pitched off, and they'll get the first down.
Nice play, Pittman Jr.
Yeah, it was a nice play there. I do love a good trick play, I'll be honest, as Philip Rivers faked the handoff, tossed it to Michael Pittman Jr., who ran an outside zone to the left-hand side before he's bounced out of bounds. And I tell you what, one thing that return for the Colts will do is hopefully give them some confidence now.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're back, and they will hand it off this time to Jonathan Taylor. It's another outside route, but he'll only gain about 6 or 7. I can't quite tell.
Yeah, I think they might give him 6 here. But again, another positive run by by Taylor. He's definitely running the ball. Oh, they're giving 5. Definitely running the ball very effectively so far. This Bills defense, it looks like it's struggling to keep up with the run. The Colts can keep this running game going. Like I said, it's come towards the end of the game. It's really going to wear down on this defense.
Well, that's the thing. That's what this running game will do. And again, I think Rivers is going to take the snap from under centre. Jonathan Taylor is still back there. We'll see if they hand it off again. They fake the handoff.
Play action player.
Oh, and it's again.
Taylor with the drop. It was a first down.
That is a catchable ball again by Philip Rivers. And them sort of plays can kill the momentum of a drive pretty much immediately. We'll have to see what they can do because it's now 3rd down.
I think Taylor he already had his mind going forward. Like before he even caught the ball, he was already thinking about getting the extra yards. Just secure the ball, secure the first down.
But now it leaves them at about, I think, 3rd down and maybe 6. 3rd down and
5, yeah.
3rd down and 5.
I think the Bills are going to send some pressure.
They are. Rivers has dropped back. He's going to go deep. He's aired it up to the top to T.Y. Hilton. It's great coverage by Micah Hyde again.
Really good play by Micah Hyde there.
It's a great play. Gets his arm in between T.Y. Hilton, and there's pressure coming from the back as well. But an unbelievable play.
One of them, at first glance, I thought it was a drop by T.Y. Hilton, but when you watch the replay, Hyde got his hand in there. And it's a really, really good play. I mean, nothing bad about the driver from Rivers. He put the ball where it needed to be. Just a phenomenal play by the defensive back there, Micah Hyde.
Yeah, and they're going for it. They might try and draw them offside. I'm not sure if they're actually going to go for it on 4th 5. There is someone in motion, though.
Nah, they don't go for it.
No. I was going to say. And I think very strange. I'll be honest.
Timeout, or they're just like let the clock run down. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, because I thought they were going to try and draw him offside. Kind of have a man in motion, seeing if they kind of get that step and cause an offside. But no, very strange. And that will kill the drive again for the Indianapolis Colts. They might have to take. Go on.
I was going to say it's more missed opportunities because I think, if Taylor catches that ball, it's a first down. It's another frustrating drive for the Colts, and they need to hope that the defense can show up here because they don't want to go down 14-3 early in the game.
No, and they're punting it away again, and it's caught at about the 11 for the Bills. And Josh Allen will re-enter the field again, and a real chance to get some breathing room between themselves and the Indianapolis Colts and make this not a hill to climb because we're still in the first quarter, but make it much more difficult.
Yeah, and like I said, the Bills, they're going to receive the second half kickoff. So
I was just double checking it was the first quarter because my iPad on the timer, but it is, and there's only 12 seconds to go. So probably this play.
Yeah, I think it'll be this play and then end of the first quarter already, which has gone very, very quickly.
It has. It's a toss to the outside, and Zach Moss gets hit and goes backwards, but will gain about 2 on another quick throw by Josh Allen.
And that's it. That's the end of the first quarter.
And in summary, a real back and forth game between the two.
Yeah, it's been a tight one. Both teams kind of weighing each other up. I think it's just come down to there's been very, very small opportunities for both teams, and I think Micah Hyde made that big play, obviously breaking up the ball, and just a few missed opportunities, mostly by the Colts. Jonathan Taylor dropping that catch on a second down, which should have been a first down.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Colts are still only down by 4 points. They just need to make another stop on defense, and if they give up another touchdown, it could be a tough second quarter.
I think that's the problem for the Colts is can you stop this Bills team scoring? Because they just look just a different enigma on offense completely.
You do.
But Whereas the Colts, I mean, the run game is still successful, but you need receivers and also I'll trust Jonathan Taylor as well. They've got to be catching some of these. They're catchable balls. It's not a few overthrows by Rivers, but a lot of it for the Colts has been mistakes rather than
Yeah.
I could probably pair it with good defense. To be honest, I think Micah Hyde covering T.Y. Hilton has been unbelievable.
He's been locking him down.
Yeah, exactly. And we said earlier it might have been Tre'Davious White covering T.Y. Hilton. It appears that the corner's going to hand him off to T.Y. Hilton. To Micah Hyde.
Yeah.
And it's worked a treat so far, but we'll have to see how it goes in the second quarter. But that, as you said, that went really quick.
It's got a blink of an eye. It was over, that one, that first quarter. Very quickly.
It has, and we might as well update. Is your food nice?
Food is very, very nice.
Well, there we go.
Just try to enjoy it.
No, you enjoy it, mate.
Very, very nice.
It's a shame you're going to miss the Washington football team versus the Bucs later. It's the game that is in the late window tonight.
Yeah, it's like it's the game I wanted to watch. I wanted to see that Washington D line get after Tom Brady, see if we can offset him. But I hope Alex Smith starts the game.
So do I. I do too.
We don't want to kid ourselves. If Taylor Heineke plays, very unlikely that it's going to be a close game. But if Alex Smith plays and he takes care of the football, I know a lot of people call him check down Charlie.
Yeah, but
it's just phenomenal that Alex Smith's still playing in the league after that catastrophic injury.
Yeah, he's an absolute inspiration and a lockdown comeback player of the year. There's another quarterback designed run by Josh Allen.
I'm not too sure.
It hasn't worked.
Yeah, Danico Archer and Darius Leonard in the middle of the play there, breaking it up. It's 3rd and 10.
And it might be another one where if they can force the Bills 3 and out again, massive win for this defense. But Allen steps up. He's got time. He's going to use his legs and run. Tries to shake past it. He gets met.
I think that was Leonard again.
Yeah, he would not get Darius Leonard with that juke move at all. And he was just met. I think the pocket stood up well. Allen got to step up, had time to make a throw, but went for the run instead. And Darius Leonard did not buy any of the side moves by Josh Allen.
Absolutely stopped him in his tracks. But like I say, a big win for the Colts. Big stop on defense again. Now, can the offense get something going here? We want to see some points by the Colts.
We do, and they're punting again from inside their own 5. And it's a very good punt, and it'll be out at about... Is it out of the 35 again?
I think it was around the 35, 36 yard line. Pretty good punt, to be fair. See how far backed up the Bills were.
Yeah, and they've just gone back to show a close-up of Darius Leonard, who, again, has had an unbelievable season and makes another big play for the Indianapolis Colts and keeps them in this game.
Yeah, 32 minutes to go. Still half time. I'm going to ask you a question. What's your favourite game that you're looking forward to on Wildcard Weekend? It could be the game you're watching right now. It could be a game tomorrow. Which one are you looking forward to watching the most?
There's two, actually. I'm looking forward to watching football team v Buccaneers tonight. I think that was one. I just like the matchup. I think that defensive front getting after Tom Brady, I think they can cause problems. But again, if it's Ian Heineke, I'm not as convinced. But apart from that, I think I'm going to have to go with the Titans-Ravens 2019 revenge game in 2020. Well, actually, 2020 revenge game in 2021 now. I think that's what I'm looking forward to, because that is two run-heavy offenses meeting up again, and we'll have to see if Derrick Henry sadly can't do it to, who was it? He turned into a lead blocker last year.
Earl Thomas, no longer on the
There
roster.
we are. Yeah, can't do that again. But
it's crazy when that game was being played that none of us knew that 2020 would be such an absolute disaster that it was.
Yeah, that is true, and it's hopefully it ends at some point in 2021. But what about you? What's the game you're looking forward to? Because there's it with the expanded playoff brackets kind of thing, adding another team in. I feel on one side the AFC had numerous people that could have made it in, whereas the NFC were sending the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, it's one of them really. I think the Bears can find themselves very, very fortunate to be in the playoffs. 8-8. It's very rare that you see an 8-8 team in the wildcard round making the playoffs.
I like the more fixtures, but again, as you say, like sadly the Dolphins missed out at 10-6.
Yeah, it's very, very. Missing out on the playoffs at 10-6 record is very, very tough. Usually 10-6 is enough to get you in.
Yeah, but even the football team made it.
If I was going to pick a game that I'm looking forward to, I probably agree with you. I'm probably going to go with either one. I'll say two: the Ravens and the Titans. I'm looking forward to that. It's like you say, a revenge game. And surprisingly, Lamar Jackson is 0-2 in the playoffs. He's won an MVP, but he's not won a playoff game, which is absolutely mental.
It is, and there's just a big lane there for Jonathan Taylor.
First down, Colts.
It is a first down for Colts. Good start.
And obviously the Browns Steelers as well. I'm looking forward to that divisional matchup in the playoffs. Baker Mayfield's first playoff appearance. And we'll see if I want to see how Big Ben does. Because we know how good the Steelers defense is. It's going to make stops, but can Big Ben lead his team to a win over a Browns side that I think they're going to go into this game fearless. I think they really are. They've got nothing to lose at all.
No, the coronavirus has kind of played havoc with them a little bit, which is a shame because it's impressive that they got to the playoffs in the first place. But they'll hand it off again in this time. Oh, he gets away from the tackle.
He fights for Jonathan Taylor, doesn't he?
Jonathan Taylor, there was men hanging from his ankles, broke away, and managed to gain another 6 or 7 yards. Just hops out the tackle. And needed two men, one on his back, to bring him down. He's been incredible today.
He's running the ball really, really hard, and take nothing away from him. He's been absolutely phenomenal, Jonathan Taylor, today. 10 rushes, 46 yards, 4.6 yards to carry. He's playing brilliant.
Yeah. He is. He's clearly, and that time he is absolutely swallowed up.
He is bottled up there.
This is the thing, though, with the Colts, is they've got to kind of mix it up a little bit, because they're evidently a run-heavy team at the moment today. But maybe mix it up a little bit more.
Yeah, they just need to believe in Phil Rivers a bit more. I know he's a quarterback that will take the risk, but you've got to trust him. He's still a very good QB when he's given the time to protect. But I think so far, apart from the Jonathan Taylor runs, especially when Phil Rivers is dropped back to pass, the Bills' defense looks like it's kind of bullying the Colts O-line a bit on passing plays.
Yeah, and they were running empty until Jonathan Taylor finally got back. Jonathan Taylor is actually on the reception, and
great play.
He gains the first down again, and with 4 men around him, still got the first down.
Well, like we said, he's been the star man today. Jonathan Taylor has been absolutely phenomenal, and
at least he was a threat in the passing game as well. Yeah. Because he had the one earlier which he unfortunately dropped, but then a quick check down to Jonathan Taylor. He gains another 5 after the catch, and I think he's the key to victory for the Colts today.
I completely agree. If they're going to win this game, it's going to be the hands of Jonathan Taylor, and that's a nice player.
It is, and he's still going as well, and it's another good yard after catch. Is that Michael Pittman?
It is indeed Michael Pittman Jr. The rookies are showing out today for the Colts.
Yeah, definitely. It was a bit of play action again to give Philip Rivers time by faking the handoff to Jonathan Taylor. Pittman, free midfield, Must have been zone coverage because he was in
play.
yard of space.
Looks like they went no huddle as well, though. The Colts trying to speed up a bit, but good tackle from Tre'Davious White there on Jack Doyle.
Yeah, maybe a gain of 1, I think. Possibly.
I think they've given 2.
Oh, that's fair enough.
2nd and 8. But at least it's a positive play.
It is. And again, the Colts find themselves in the red zone. First ended in 3. See if they can put 7 on the board and take the lead in this game. They've gone empty again. No one in the backfield. Rivers drops back. Fires an absolute dart for the first down to Naheem Hines.
And he really has been a dual threat for the Colts all season long. He can run the ball effectively, but in the passing game, he's a brilliant receiving back and almost gets in the end zone, but still gets the first down. And the Colts have to cash in here. And if I'm the Colts, I'm giving the ball to Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, and just letting him run up the gut. But I think Rivers is out. Jacoby Brissett must be in.
Maybe a QB sneak?
They've gone for it. I can't tell if they got it. There's such a pile of bodies there.
To be honest with you, even the refs, deep down, they have no idea what just happened there.
No.
They do not know if they're on the line or not.
Trying to look now, and
I don't think he got anywhere near.
I don't think he got anywhere near either. But the thing is, when you bring in Jacoby Brissett, you kind of give away what you're going to do.
Yeah.
Which is... it's just, the defense can read what's coming.
Yeah, it does make it very obvious, doesn't it, for the defense. But Rivers is now back in the game, and it looks like they've got about 500 tight ends there. and
there you go, handed off to Jonathan Taylor, and the rookie deserves a touchdown today, and it's 10-7 to the Indianapolis Colts. And they're trying to do a scheduled celebration, and they've really messed it up.
It's all over the place. But yeah, I mean, they definitely weren't disguising what they're doing there. They brought out Mo Ali Cox, Jack Doyle, Trey Burton, all the tight ends on the field. Give the ball to Taylor. Punch it in.
Yeah. A brilliant hole down the middle as well.
What's that?
The offensive line did an absolutely brilliant job. There was a clear lane for him to go through. Blankenship for the extra point to make this
3-point game. Got it.
And it's good. And that will be 10-7 to the Colts, and that will change in due course at the bottom of the screen.
Well, that's what the Colts needed. We said the Colts, they had to cash in on this drive. They got in the end zone. And the celebration was a bit all over the place in the end.
Yeah, it was. It didn't hit as I'd like it to have done. But we had into the second quarter now, and the Colts take the lead. Big drive for the Bills coming up. Big drive because they've had 2 3-and-outs so far this game.
Yeah, apart from that drive where they got the 2 big plays to Davis and Diggs. Been a bit of an average day for the Bills so far, and then the defense, that they can't let Jonathan Taylor keep running on them like this because you can tell it's wearing down on him already. Yeah,
exactly. And to be fair to the Colts, their first couple drives was punt, field goal, punt. They finally hit it in the end zone. Whereas for the Bills, it's been up and down. It was 3-and-out, so punt, touchdown, punt. So we'll have to see if they can kind of string a drive together in this in the back end of this second quarter. But much better from the Colts. That I feel like they were really sensible and managed to drive their way downfield.
Yeah, they. I think the use of the play action because they know that Taylor's a threat in the backfield. So when you've got a running back like Taylor, you can use the play action and force the defense to look for him, which gives Phil Rivers much more time open in the pocket. And T.Y. Hilton's not really been a factor, but Michael Pittman Jr., the other rookie, I think he's had a very, very good game. The 2 2020 second round picks, getting it done for the Colts on offense so far.
Yeah, because obviously they traded the first for DeForest Buckner, who's been a brilliant acquisition was the word I was meant to get. But I think going into this game, the Bills were heavy favourites, but do you think we've seen the best of the Bills? I think that one drive was good. I do think it was probably, what the Bills were all about, but have we seen the best of them yet?
I was expecting more at this point. I'm not going to lie. I thought, mid-second quarter, the Bills would have had more than 7 points on the board.
Yeah.
Because like we said before the game started, there's a lot of people that have the Bills as their AFC champions and representing in the AFC in Super Bowl. And if that's the case, you've got to put up more points than 7 midway through the second quarter. Because if they were playing, Patrick Mahomes or Aaron Rodgers, could be out of sight already this game.
Well, yeah, that's it. And some people have them winning the whole thing, which, I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised, but they'll have to get through the Colts first. And the Colts will kick away. And I thought it was going to be a touchback, but no, they're going to go for the return.
And that was blown up. Phenomenal
Yeah.
from the Colts.
The 10-yard line.
Flag?
I don't think so. Oh, there is. Wait, what? Oh, there is a flag on the play.
I don't know what it is.
Maybe holding. Yeah, they're signalling holding.
Oh, it might be face mask actually.
Oh, it could be. I mean, it was kind of just in passing.
It's a very weak face mask if they do give that, in my opinion.
Yeah, I thought ref number 43 was giving the holding signal, but we'll have to see. Holding, yeah, I thought it was.
17. That's a killer because it backs the Bills up even more. They only got to the 10-yard line on the return, and now they're pushed back even more. I must say the special team so far for the Colts, punting the ball and covering the kickoffs have been fantastic. Because Josh Allen's not really had a very, very strong starting field position for the entire game. He's been starting inside his 10 nearly every single drive.
Yeah, and I think you're probably right, but they'll hand this one off, and that is a big lane for the rookie Zach Moss to gain about 8.
Nice start to the drive for the Bills there.
He's been a good rookie for the Bills, Zach Moss, because we've not seen as much of Devin Singletary.
Yeah, I think they are transitioning over more to Moss as their lead backer, really.
But they're not a run-heavy offense, to be fair.
No, we know who's getting the majority of the ball on this offense, and it's without a doubt Josh Allen. But that is a phenomenal play.
And it is absolutely swallowed up by Darius Leonard again.
He's around the football on every single play, Darius Leonard.
Yeah. But this will be a quick snap by Buffalo. We'll see what they do now. They're going to hand it off to Moss again, and he is swallowed up again. That is massive. And that time it's DeForest Buckner with his hand in the air.
Big DeForest.
And are they going to force the Bills to punt again?
That's just a phenomenal play by Buckner.
It is.
The block. Locates the running back and just brings him down. I mean, say the Bills had the first play on that drive was a 9-yard run, and then they gained no more yards in 2 plays. That's just a testament to this Colts defense.
It is, and the punt is back to the 25, but it's a good tackle, but he spins away from one. And yeah, considering the situation he was in, I thought he was going to get tackled about 10 yards deeper than he really did. And now, I don't know about you, but the tide of this game is turning.
The momentum has really shifted.
Yeah.
Now, if the Colts can cash in again, the Bills will be on the back foot already. Yeah, it's just apart from that one drive for the Bills, it's been a very, very slow start. Like some of the play calling is a bit suspect. I think they're trying to force it too much to Josh Allen. They're trying to force it. They're trying to force the big play, just pick up the easy first downs. We've seen with the Colts, they've just methodically gone down the field, give the ball to Taylor, use a bit of play action with Phil Rivers, and it's worked.
Yeah, and also credit to the Colts defense as well. We talked about whether it was going to be offense versus defense. The defense is definitely winning so far in this game. Darius Leonard with multiple big plays, and then we saw DeForest Buckner with an unbelievable play again. Just what is this game gone at all how you expected?
No, it really hasn't. I thought there'd be more points scored at this point in the game.
Yeah.
Specifically, I'm saying from the Bills. I mean, I thought both teams would score anyway, but I thought there'd be more points. But both defenses, the Colts especially, they've made some really big stops.
Yeah. I've got to admit, I was impressed with the Colts. I think coming in, I think that the hype was all on the Bills. And the Colts have neutralised that impressively.
Even as the away side as well, they've come in with a lot of they look. I don't know what it is. They just seem to be more hungry at the minute than the Bills.
Yeah, I was worried.
Yeah, but that's what I'm seeing.
I was worried when the Bills got their first touchdown whether the game was going to get away from the Colts. You know, after having that first drive and only getting 3 and punting away a lot of the half. But I've got to admit, the reaction from the Colts has been more than impressive.
And the thing is now with the Colts, with that 10-7 lead they've got, they're leading the game. They can control the clock. They can run the ball down as much as they want now.
Yeah.
You know, they're leading the game. They can just keep pounding the ball, run the clock down, keep Allen on the sidelines.
I think that's what the run game really does open up for you. But we'll see if the Colts can extend the lead. Oh, no, this is a play from earlier.
I wonder what that was, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel I've seen this before. I have. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what they do now.
As you can see, that's the time of possession. Colts 15 minutes, the Bills 8 minutes.
And that is a nice play again by the Bills. And he breaks a tackle, and he's going to go across midfield. He's inside the 30, and he's just brought out of bounds. And Pittman Jr. again. If it's not Taylor, it's been Pittman Jr.
I love the play design as well. It's kind of like, it's almost like a wide receiver bubble screen.
Yeah.
And Pittman running for the catch, he's a monster. And he's very, very tough to bring down. He kind of looks like a running back when he gets going. He's a really, really big player. And again, a fantastic play call by the Colts. And they're already knocking on the Bills' door inside the 30-yard line. And
this is what punting from your own end zone does. It means, you know, they only have to make up pretty much half the field that they would usually do. And that is impressive from the Colts. But nice stop by the Bills defense on that one.
That was a really nice play by the Bills defense.
But the Colts are impressing the hell out of me. I'll be honest.
I agree. They have. The thing is, both teams have got a similar amount of yards in this game, but the Colts have made their yards count.
Yeah, definitely. And most of it with the Colts has either come from running or yards after the catch as well.
Yeah, I didn't see the Colts getting as many chunk yards in this game as I thought they would, to be honest.
But Rivers again goes deep with that one, and I think that's a tight end, Jack Doyle.
Doyle, yeah.
Getting up high. I don't think they'll give him the first down, but
say it was 2nd and 12. They've done all right there.
Yeah, they've got a good gain, and it was just a ball down midfield. It was a contested catch. Doyle had to get up and get it, and he did exactly that. And now they need 2.
Bills need to stop here.
The line of scrimmage is absolutely stacked. They're going to send 4. Rivers has gone deep, and it's caught again.
Wow. Mo Alley-Cox is a phenomenal.
Mo Alley-Cox. And I tell you what, in terms of contested catches, the Colts have done really well on this drive, keeping hold of the football. Unbelievable throw by Rivers over the hands of Micah Hyde.
That's a phenomenal throw and a phenomenal catch.
Into the hands of Mo Ali Cox, who had a big game against us, I remember.
Yeah, he's kind of had a breakout season for the Colts this year at tight end. He's when you look at the Titans on the Colts roster, they've got Mo Ali Cox, Jack Doyle, even Trey Burton, who was part of that Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl winning team.
Oh, it's a nice throw under the middle. I think it'll gain about 1 or 2 there, but
was that Jordan Wilkins? Was it?
Trying to have a look just now because they started up with 5 wide receivers, and the moment the ball was snapped, they were in motion.
I think it might have been Trey Burton, the tight end.
It was an interesting play call. It was Trey Burton, yeah, it was.
Second and goal. Only 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go until halftime, where the Bills will receive the second half kickoff. But a bit of wildcat here. It's Naeem Hines.
They'll try push him in, but I think they'll get down to the 1.
Yeah, I think you're right. Just got to the 1. I mean, I thought he was going to push it in for a second, but fair play to the Bills. They just kept him out.
No, they did. He tried to find a lane, and he did well to kind of keep pushing, but the Bills did well to keep him out the end zone. And I didn't expect to see a wildcat there.
Me neither.
But it'll be interesting. Maybe did they bring in Brissett again, but that gives away what they're going to do. But there's Brissett on the sideline, so it won't be him.
I guess we'll find out after the 2-minute warning. We've just reached it now.
Oh, of course, yeah.
This first half has flown by.
It has. It's been going for just over an hour now. But the way mainly the Colts have ran the ball and gained first downs. And as you say, if they get a score before halftime, get the stop, yes, the Bills are receiving, but it leaves them with a lot to do in that second half, especially when the Colts will run the clock down.
Absolutely. It puts in instant pressure on the Bills to come out in the second half and get some points. If they can push this in and get a touchdown, it'd be absolutely huge for the Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah, just showing a replay of the Michael Pittman Jr. kind of cutback route and then ran across field for a massive gain for the Indianapolis Colts. As we're just at the 2-minute warning. Both teams, I'm pretty sure, still have 3 timeouts. Maybe Colts have 2 because of when they tried to draw them offside earlier.
Yeah, I believe so. But yeah, see if the Colts can punch us in. And the Bills will have a 2-minute drill then.
Well,
points.
The thing is, if the Bills do get a stop here and make the Colts go for 3, that'll give them some kind of momentum because they just haven't got going for me in this half at all.
Yeah, I mean, when they got the first touchdown, I thought that's it now. That the floodgates are going to open for the Bills. They've got into their stride, but
yeah,
it hasn't been the case. It hasn't been the case at all. They've really struggled since that touchdown, and they need to keep the Colts out of the end zone here because if it goes to a 10-point game, all of a sudden the pressure mounts on Josh Allen's shoulders, who coming into this game was many people's favourite to win the game. The Bills, without a doubt. The second seed in the AFC going against 7th seed in the Colts. It'll
be the first. We've seen a few shocks in the wildcard weekend before. Would this have been? I don't want to get talking too soon. That's the thing, but this would be one of the bigger shocks to start this wildcard weekend.
Absolutely.
With the way the Bills were playing coming in, they were understandably one of the favourites, but they're in the huddle now.
I mean, if you look at the ball, it just showed like a little stat line saying ball control, and the Colts have had 35 plays to the Bills 17, and have also had 20 minutes time of possession to the Bills 8.
That tells you all you need to know. We'll see what they do here. Rivers is under centre. He's going to toss it off to Jonathan Taylor on the outside. He's going to get 8 up, and that'll be a loss Massive win for the Bills.
Sorry, I just had to go on to mute there. But
No, it's all right.
huge shot there by the Bills. Tre'Davious White, the cornerback making plays, not scared to stick his nose in. I think it was Tre'Davious White and Taron Johnson, both cornerbacks, making the play there on Taylor.
Yeah, it was, and then 5 or 6 came over, but it was a kind of a pitch off to Taylor. Tried to work on the outside, didn't quite come off, sadly. But the Bills have taken. I think this is a Bills timeout.
I think it looked like the Colts were keeping the offense on the field there. I'm not too sure. I think Rivers is might be taking a play call here. Big call by the Colts because they can get the 3 points if they're not too greedy. They want touchdown.
That's the thing, because it would still only make it a 6-point game. Rivers is coming back out.
And you've got to remember as well, even if the Colts don't get a touchdown here, it's tough starting field position for the Bills again.
Yeah, it is. We'll see what they do now. This is a big, big play. You look at the line.
4 wide receivers, including running back Hines. Oh, the play looks blown up.
Oh, he's into the.
Oh, it's dropped.
It's off the hands of Michael Pittman Jr. I tell you what, they gave him a chance. Philip Rivers was dropping back, further and further back, was being chased down. They gave him a chance. It's literally just a slant route by Michael Pittman Jr. He's on the left side of the back of the end zone. Oh, it's in his hands.
I mean, that is a huge letter for the Bills. Pittman Jr., we've said he's been had a phenomenal game so far. He has to catch that ball.
I agree. And it's on his fingertips, and it's a tough catch, don't get us wrong, but fair play to Philip Rivers because he gave him a chance.
He did. Like I said, I thought the play was dead, but it's fair play. Fair play to the Phil Rivers getting it up there, and the Bills, huge sign for relief.
This again, I've said it a lot during this half. This now could be the turning point for the Bills in this game. Do you understand the reason to go for 6 there?
Yeah, I completely understand that. I mean, you're at the 4-yard line. If you kick your 3 points, like you say, if the Bills hadn't scored a touchdown, you're down by 1. Whereas if you can make it a 10-point game,
yeah,
would have been huge. Obviously, it wasn't to be, but the Bills are still only starting on the 4-yard line. If your defense get another stop, never know.
We'll have to see now because, as you say, the Bills are in a 2-minute drill. To be fair to the Bills, though, they do have 2 timeouts, so I don't think they'll be worrying too much. But
plenty of time on the clock for them.
Oh, definitely. And, if they can do some, get out of bounds early, either running or receiving the football, we'll have to see. But the Bills' defense, for me, hasn't massively stepped up in this game. But just then was a massive, massive drive.
Yeah. Huge, just massive to get the stop, really. I mean, it wasn't really even a stop. Like, it was just a drop catch by Pittman. The coverage looked blown up, but
yeah,
really Pittman dropped the ball. And, sometimes it's just your day if plays like that go your way.
Yeah, the whole play, as you said, appeared to be blown up. But Rivers made a play. Michael Pittman Jr., though, sadly didn't.
Can't say I've finished scrolling me.
Oh, he's finished the Chinese just in time
for the Bills
to
get the camera back on. I don't just want to leave Kieran hanging on his own. Oh, what the hell? There we go. So still 10-7 Colts. Like I said, I think I was expecting more points in this game, but so far I've enjoyed it. It's been a tight game.
Yeah.
Winning game. And I want to see, I just want to see these games go down to the wire. I mean, obviously I'd love our team to be in the playoffs, but it's nice watching a game stress-free because if this was the crowd, or the Vikings for you, I'm sure you'd be on the edge of the seat the entire game.
Yeah, we had enough stressful games during the season, but Alan has time and he's, oh my God. it was off the hands of Diggs and almost into the hands of, I can't see who made the play at the back there.
I think it might have been the safety Willis, but that's not like Stephon Diggs to drop a ball.
No, it's right in his hands as well, and it deflects out of his hands. Luckily, there's no one there. But that's so uncharacteristic of Stephon Diggs.
That's usually just pitch and catch for Stephon Diggs, that simple catch.
Yeah.
And that would have been a huge play as well to get the Bills out of their own, out from their own end zone. Kicks out the drive with a positive play. Allen
wheels to the right, lofts it downfield again, and that, if he catches that,
he's got it.
That is unbelievable by Gabriel Davis to keep him balanced. We'll just have to look now. It's right on the right sideline.
It looks like a blown coverage, but that's a phenomenal catch. That's tight. Did he keep his feet in?
Yeah, I think he did. And
Can review it.
I think that's fair. But for me, I think he might have toe tapped and kept that in. Unbelievable play by the Bills, and that is exactly what they needed. Let's have a look.
I think he caught it also. I'm agreeing with you. I think he made the catch. It's tight. I mean,
is his feet on the ground there, though? When he catches it, I think his feet are up. Oh.
That is so tight. Oh, that's so tight. Remember that they've called catch on the field, so unless there's conclusive evidence, they can't overrule it. And you know what's a shame? His cleats are white and same colour as the sideline, so you can't really tell.
That'll be a tough break if they overturn that, because I think in terms of walking the tightrope, that was impressive from Gabriel and impressive by Josh Allen, of course. Again, wheeling out to the right and making a play downfield.
I think you've got to give that as a catch.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. I've got to admit, I think I'm with you. But we'll have to see.
Whereabouts are you now? I just want to make sure we're in line.
Oh, well, mine's just froze, but the minute I'm in, 1:33, and it says completed pass now.
Yeah, I'll just pause it for a couple of seconds. I'm not actually in front of you.
Whenever it says completed pass.
I mean, the players on the field now for me.
They're not for me, I'll tell you that. The players are now on the field.
Right, plus 3, 2, 1.
Just pause it whenever this play's made, like the catch or something.
Yeah, pause it when the play's over. I think we'll be able to tell where we're both at anyway with our reactions. Allen throws.
Allen's not thrown yet. Beasley is stopped now, just at the 50.
Yeah, I'll just I'll pause it.
Tell me the time.
I paused it on 1:15.
1:15. Yep, go.
There we go.
There we go. Second down. Allen drops back. Seems to be in trouble. He's escaping. Throws downfield again.
Is that another catch by Gabriel Davis? Some more toe drag swag on the sideline?
I think it is again.
He's been huge on this drive, Gabriel Davis.
I don't know if anyone played. I know you played football as a kid. I don't know if you ever played a winger position, and they always said get some chalk on your boots.
Yeah.
But Gabriel Davis, this drive.
Timeout, I think.
Under review? No, I think it's under review. Again.
Yeah,
another good catch.
I think they review every single play inside the last 2 minutes of the half. They're just going to make sure. But again, I think that is a clean catch by Gabriel Davis.
I do again, and I tell you what, in terms of what a sideline threat Davis has been in this drive alone, and the thing is, when Allen's escaping the pocket, Davis is the option downfield, and it's finding him has been very impressive.
He has, absolutely. And like we said as well before the game, when you've got players like Diggs and you've got players like Beasley, they attract attention. And it leaves like Gabriel Davis on third cornerbacks or even linebackers sometimes, so you can expose that. But yeah, this drive is meant 2 huge catches for the Bills, and if this is a completed catch, which I expect it to be,
First down, yeah, completed pass.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised at all with that one. I think that's the right decision. Again.
59 seconds to go.
Just trying to open this bottle. I was having a right struggle then. This is more of the Bills I expected to see today.
I agree.
Allen again has to escape the pocket. He wheels to his right. This time he doesn't opt to go downfield. He just gains about 5 yards with his feet.
Gets out of bounds, stops the clock at 53 seconds.
And they're just showing us the Verizon halftime report. We'll be giving you the Sports Corner halftime report.
Verizon halftime report.
And we're back to the game. Nearly the end of the first half in the AFC wildcard game. Josh Allen drops back again, steps up in the pocket. This time, I thought he'd got caught, but he throws the ball away.
That could be grounding, that, intentional grounding, maybe.
Is he outside the pocket?
I think he was just outside the tackle box, yeah. Buckner got the pressure. I think he's just outside the pocket.
I was going to say, I had a defender hanging off him again. Did Josh Allen... I tell you what, he's had to do a lot of that today. He's had to wheel to his right or wheel to his left and kind of improvise and make plays. He's not had time to sit back.
Yeah.
And find his throws.
The craziest thing is the best players for the Bills on offense so far have come from Josh Allen being off schedule, rolling to his right, rolling to his left.
He's deep again, and he does find a throw this time to Knox, I think it is.
Good defense.
The tight end who has the touchdown, and it will be, I think, third and 4. Maybe?
Xavier Rhodes just limped off the field as well.
Oh, that is a tough break for. Oh yeah, there he is. So he'll get checked out probably during halftime. Doesn't look good.
Hopefully nothing serious because, like we said, he has had a very good season. He's coming into this is his contract year. He will be a free agent again. Maybe someone gives him a bit of a payday. Maybe
it's the Colts. You never know because But it's 4th and 3. This is massive for the Bills, and I think they caught him offside.
Oh no!
I mean, it's picked off, but
he jumped offside. What are you doing?
I was going to say it must have been a hard count by Josh Allen. Got a bit overexcited. Oh, you can't give that away. It's a free first down.
No, that's poor. Who is it? It's Two-Rye.
Two-Rye?
Not Booyah Two.
I was going to say. Not my Two-Rye. My Two-Rye wouldn't do that.
Booyah Two-Rye, he wouldn't have jumped offsides there.
No, Booyah Two-Rye didn't jump offside. Well, he's offside a few times, but
he'd come off the edge at the right time and sacked Allen and got the ball for the Colts. That's what Booyah Two-Rye did.
But that is so bad by the Colts, and now they'll take the hand off Allen. Makes a throw. He's intercepted.
Wow.
Oh, wow. No, he wasn't touched. He's speeding down the sideline. Is he going all the way? Is that a pick six?
That's Rodgers, the man who is on the return team for the Colts. Did they do this a pick? Did they give this as an INT? Let's have a look. Does he?
Oh, he doesn't have control of that for me.
Not a catch. No way they can give that as a catch. I mean, it's a great play of the ball. It's a step in front of the receiver, but I can't see an INT.
No, it's the ground as well. For me, he doesn't have control. But I tell you what, the speed of the man to get up the other end.
I mean, the thing is as well, he was touched by John Brown when he made the apparent catch. So he'd run all the way back, and even if it was a catch, it would have been a touchback because when he thought he scored the catch, John Brown touched him with his leg anyway, so he'd have been down by contact. So you got a bit excited there.
I don't think. No, he doesn't have full control of the ball. I tell you what, it's an unbelievable play by Rodgers, almost making the catch.
He does everything right. Steps in front of the receiver, cuts the pass in, but just can't hold on.
I think that's a fortunate one because, to be fair, Allen was picked off on the free play.
He was.
But
the Bills are very, very fortunate to still have the ball here because also on that fourth down play, like you said, the only reason they got the first down was because of that terrible play by Turai, who just leaked off here for some reason, and you just can't have them lapses in concentration in playoff.
No, just a lapse. Incomplete pass, rightly so. And it'll be second down for the Bills. And I tell you what, they've been let off a lot, the Bills, this drive.
Yeah.
They started unbelievably with the two Gabriel Davis toe tap yardage plays, but in the end, in the red zone, or near the red zone, sorry, just not managed to get it going.
It's been one of them days for the Bills. They've just struggled to get the momentum really going. 27 seconds to go. They're on the 22-yard line of the Colts. 2 timeouts to go. They're going to leave with some sort of score unless they turn the ball over. Allen's going to run.
Allen goes for the run down the middle, turns on the wheels. Oh, he upended, but obviously they'll take a timeout here. That is a nice play by the Bills. They got him thinking about the pass with 5 wideouts. And just a nice run up the middle.
Yeah, he's opened up a huge gap and a smart play by Allen just to take it and run. Another designed QB run probably by the Bills. But yeah, down at the 5-yard line, you've got to think here the Bills have to cash in. I mean, even if they set up for the field goal, it's a tie game. But, you know, if they got to get the lead going into halftime, plus receiving the ball at the start of the second half, that could be huge for the Bills.
They do have 1 timeout, so they can try and run it in 1 time. And we'll have to see what they decide to do. But I really like that play call by Brian Daboll, especially with a timeout. You know, everyone's thinking about the pass. You've got 5 wideouts on the field. Everyone's covered, and it just left a massive gap for the mobile Josh Allen, who got more yards than he probably should have, to be fair.
I will use your timeouts if you got him. And Josh
Allen. It's another one.
And he's
into the end zone, and it's 13-10 to Indianapolis, and as we to the Bills, sorry. And as we said, they probably had 1 more running play to do, and there it goes. The Bills regain the lead in what has probably not been their greatest half of football.
It's crazy, isn't it? We both said the Colts have really dominated this half on special teams, defense, and offense, but they find themselves behind. The NFL certainly is crazy.
Yeah,
but, we'll see if Tyler Bass can put this extra point through and make it a 4-point game.
I think it's what we say. They just haven't capitalized, and we'll see. The extra point is good, and it is 14-10 to the Buffalo Bills. Phil Rivers, to be fair, 3 timeouts.
14 seconds.
It'd take a miracle, but I think, to be honest, with the Bills receiving in this second half, it looks like there is an absolute party going on.
14, yeah. Bills Mafia is getting hyped, and I think we're going to go into that 14-10.
Yeah,
I've seen it before when my Dallas Cowboys played against the Packers, and I thought we'd go into overtime. And Aaron Rodgers slings a ball across his body, 50 yards. But unfortunately, they don't have Aaron Rodgers. They've got Phil Rivers, and he's got a bit of a wonky arm at the tender age of 39, however old he is. We'll
have to see. As I think I'm just looking. It feels so good to have fans back because look at the dance moves.
That's what you want, and the fans. You know, playoff time. It must be hard for the fans to miss playoff games, but I'm happy for the fans that have managed to get into the stadium. And a squib kick here.
To be fair, he's met about the 33, 34-yard line.
I think was that Pascal? Yeah, wide receiver. I think the Colts might just take a knee here, to be honest. take us to the half.
Yeah, or they might just run it and see what happens. But that man, Josh Allen, has led a drive, a fortunate one, I would say. But we'll see what they do here.
Going to take the nail down, I think.
That's a knee.
And that's half time.
And it's 14-10 to the Buffalo Bills. And during half time, I guess we'll review kind of what's gone on in that first half. What's been your thoughts at half time?
It's been an entertaining game. We've had some big plays on offense, like I said we would. But we've also had some very good special teams from the Colts. They've pinned the Bills in their own end zone a few times. But yeah, it's been an entertaining game. I think you could say missed opportunities for the Colts. But the Bills, they find a way to go into the half with a lead. And if they can come out and maybe get a touchdown on the first drive of the second half and find themselves 11 points up, that could be huge for them.
And it's one of them, what we always say is when you're not at your best, to still be able to grind out a win if it was to continue, that'd be a massive, massive booster for the Buffalo Bills.
Absolutely. I mean, when you're not, like you said, when you're not at your best and you're still winning games, it just shows how good of a team you are, really.
And this is one of the things that, last year when the Bills played, a game they should have won, they went on to lose. And now, in a game which arguably they shouldn't be winning, they're winning. Mm-hmm. So we'll have to see if they can continue that form into the second half. But we'll go over more to talk about the PowerPoint, but we won't go to it. But what has been your offensive player of the half on both sides, Colts and Bills?
I'm going to go for the Colts. I think it's between two men. It's between the both rookies, Pittman and Jonathan Taylor. I'm going to go with Taylor. I think he's been very effective in the run game. He's got big first downs. He's just been allowing the Colts to run a more, run pass option offense. He got in the end zone once as well. He got the touchdown. So I'm going to go Jonathan Taylor for the Colts. And offense for the Bills, I'm going to go with Gabriel Davis because although he didn't show up until the end of the first half, he made the big plays that eventually got Josh Allen in the end zone. Two big toe drag swag catches on the sideline. I think he's been the difference, really. Diggs had that big catch in the first half, in the first quarter. Since then, he's been a bit quiet. Had that drop as well over the middle. So yeah, I'm going to go with Jonathan Taylor and Gabriel Davis.
Yeah, do you know what? They would have been mine, but I'll say, yeah. I'll go with Michael Pittman Jr. because the chunk yardage play made, I think it was a 31-yard gain on the cutback and then cross-field run. I think he's been the big playmaker, when the ball's been in Philip Rivers' hands rather than handing it off. He's been the big player. And now, on the opposite side, I can't go with Gabriel Davis, even though he's, been the toe tap king before the half. I'll go with Josh Allen. I know it seems like kind of a cop-out answer, but the thing is, when you have him on your team, you always have a chance. We saw amazing improvisation for the first touchdown to Knox, and then scored a touchdown of his own, a big run by himself. And every time he's had to escape the pocket, right or left, he's managed to find a guy downfield. I don't remember a time where he threw the ball away into absolutely no one. He gives his receivers a chance to make plays on the ball, even when the play looks dead. So I'll give Josh Allen my MVP of the half, I guess. But on defense for both teams, what's your thoughts?
Ooh, Colts. I think there's only I think you can pick a few people actually. I think there've been a few good players. Definitely not too Rye because he cost the Colts points at the end of the half. I'm going to go with Darius Leonard. He's been everywhere for the Colts. He's made plays in the backfield. He's made good plays in the open field. And he's just been wherever the ball's been, Darius Leonard's been making plays. So I think he's been the best player on the Colts defense. Bills defense, I'm gonna go with Micah Hyde. I think he had those two big breakups. Just stealing same players that Kieran would have gone with, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Hyde. He broke up two big passes against. Well, he could have had the interception, but it didn't matter anyway because it was already third down. So Phil Rivers, it's just showing Phil Rivers and Josh Allen stats. Phil Rivers 167 passing yards, -1 rushing yard. So his only rushing attempt obviously was a touchdown. Don't know why they've put it on there.
Phil Rivers with the minus. What? Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm going to go with. I'll say Micah Hyde. He broke up some big passes that were towards T.Y. Hilton, and also had a couple of stops getting into the backfield on like safety blitzes. So I'm going to go Hyde and Leonard, and I'm sure Kieran's going to try and pivot and go with somebody else, make it a bit more interesting.
I'm sticking with Micah Hyde. Micah Hyde was the one I think that, in terms of big break, he should have had an interception. To be fair, I think that's the only real knock on his performance so far today. Apart from that, I'm trying to think of really a Bills defensive play that's made some big.
He's made a good few tackles, but he also did have that play where he jumped offside on the blitz.
Yeah, exactly. And we talked about the offsides earlier. So I'll probably go with Micah Hyde. And on the other side, just because you went with the thing, I'll go with DeForest Buckner, who I'm pretty sure was the other guy that you would have said had you not have said Darius Leonard. So, we saw his big play when he shedded the block and located the running back and made a really nice play. But apart from that, I think they have been the main standouts. But, I mean, it surprised me this first half a lot, but they are in the lead. What do both teams need to do in this second half to come out on top?
I think with the Colts, they're moving the ball fine. They just need to be more ruthless in the red zone. They need to find a way to get the ball in the end zone a bit better. Obviously, they went for it on fourth down on 4th and goal. When they could have maybe kicked their 3. And in hindsight, the 3 points would have been better because it would have only been a 1-point game. But in the moment, the drive is looking good, and you go for it, you don't get it. It's unfortunate, but yeah, there's no reason why the Colts score many points in the second half. They've shown they can get yardage on this Bills defense. They just need to be much more ruthless in the end zone. It's just showed Michael Pittman's dropped touchdown as well on 4th and goal, where it should have been a touchdown catch.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. So I guess.
So yeah, Colts. I just think they've got to be much more ruthless, and with the Bills, it's just kind of get a bit more consistent play calling. They seem to be trying to force it with Josh Allen. I like those design runs that they made.
Yeah.
Late in the quarter, especially on that 2-minute drill when they were giving the ball the more design runs, it kind of caught the Colts defense off guard. So yeah, Bills get a bit more consistent play calling, and the Colts I think just need to be more ruthless in the red zone.
I think you're probably right. I think a lot of missed opportunities for the Colts, including the Michael Pittman dropped catch, which would have had them. Obviously, it was 4th down as well. It was a massive chance for the Colts to extend their lead. It would have been 17-7 going into the half, and that would have been a massive scoreline for them. But I think overall, both teams will be fairly happy with the first half, as you could see, with the Colts taking a knee to kind of end the half at that. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the second.
It's going to go down to the wire this game. I've got the feeling it is really going to go down to the wire because the Colts, they are losing, but the defense has still played fantastically. And like we said, I think they're very unfortunate to find themselves losing because
they are. But there's plenty of positives for them to take.
Go on.
I'm just saying there's plenty of positives for them to take.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
That first half.
Run over by the Bills. They're still in this game without a doubt, and very, very interesting second half. I'm just happy we've got a game on our hands going in the second half, not just like a blowout where we know the game's already over.
Well, the thing is, I think going into this game, a few people probably would have predicted a blowout for this game, and not a blowout, but not as competitive as we've seen. But we'll see if either team can really put their influence on this second half when it gets underway, because it shouldn't be too long till it does get underway.
Yeah, I'm just going to nip to the toilet right quick. We're back in a couple of minutes. I'll just turn my camera off.
No worries. You can keep me on screen and I'll go through some of the stats of that first half. I'll just get them up for Colts versus the Bills stats in that first half before.
You want to get the PowerPoint?
No, sorry, I've got it on my phone.
Sure.
Don't worry. Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll go through it on here. So obviously, the score at the moment is 14-10 to the Buffalo Bills. However, if you look, as we've talked about already today, if you look at the first downs, 13 first downs for Colts, 10 for the Buffalo Bills. For me, that proves how the Colts have kind of had the moments in this game to really put their influence on it and really put the stamp on it. But if you are in the chat, let us know in the comments down below your thoughts on the game, or if you're watching it on demand, your thoughts on what has happened during this game. And sorry, I've just missed. Hello, John Kenny. Hope you're okay, and I hope you're enjoying the game as much as we are, because we do believe we've got a good game in our hands. And to be honest, as the game continues, it'll be interesting to see if the Colts can pick up where they left off in that first half, even though the Bills are winning. But as I said, they've dominated first down. In terms of total yardage, again, the Colts have about, I think it works out at 23 more yards than the Bills, and more plays as well. They've had 38 plays to the Bills 27. So the Colts drives have been longer. They've worked hard to get the ball downfield, but when it's come to putting it in the end zone, only one touchdown on the day. I think it's 2 or 3 punts now and a field goal as well for them. In terms of rushing attack, that has been definitely the Colts that have been going on the rush attacks. They have 19 rush attempts to the Bills 11. The Bills did have some big rushes during that game, mainly coming from Josh Allen. There was a few from Zach Moss, but when they needed a yard, they couldn't quite get it. And if you look at the big one for me, which is the time of possession, the Bills' time of possession is almost doubled by the Indianapolis Colts. But the important thing for them is when they've had the ball, they've managed to punch it into the end zone, and they lead this game. We'll see what happens in the second half. But I think we've got to look at both of these teams. You've got to think of their possible journeys after this game, because, of course, after this game, you've got Rams v Seahawks is the NFC, Washington in the NFC. I think the winner of this might play the opposite of the Titans and the Ravens. What's the other one? The Cleveland Browns or the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I think both these teams, more the Bills actually, might fancy their chances in the postseason when they come up against either oh my God, the Steelers or the Buffalo, the Cleveland Browns. It'll be interesting to see how they get on. They fare tomorrow, but COVID has kind of wreaked havoc with their preparations for their final post game, their first post game season. I'll just have a look to see can get up and running the second half, because my stream's just gone down for 2 minutes until thing gets back. We're still waiting on the halftime results elsewhere. Should be finishing, but if you don't know, tomorrow we will be here with Ravens versus the Titans in a revenge game from last year. There will also be the French Cup, Marseille versus PSG. That will be coming up. I think it's on the 13th, if I'm not mistaken. Also, PDC World Darts Championship will be returning. Or not the World Championship. Something to do with darts is coming at some point. I don't have the usual slideshow that I'd like to show you, because sadly, the Rona has ruined that. So I apologise for that. But you are back, and I think you might be ahead of me because my stream went down. I'll let you know. So we'll try and sync up again.
I'm just back. They're just currently kicking off now for the second half.
He's just kicked the ball now.
Right, I'll pause it. 14:53. Tell me when the clock stops.
Yep. It's for. Oh, it's. I think I might be ahead, but it's stopped.
What are you seeing right now on your screen?
Evan.
Yep, Evan Washburn.
Yeah, Big Evan's going to tell us about this second half. But I was just talking about, the matchup that these two get if they move on, and I'm pretty sure these two teams get the Browns or the Steelers in the next round of the playoffs.
I think if the Colts win, they'll be the 7th seed, so they'll automatically play the Chiefs because they're the lowest seed.
Yeah, whereas the Bills.
Whereas the Bills, if they win, they'll. Let me have. I'll have a look at the seeding. I'll try and see what's going on like.
Yeah, because we also spoke about the time of possession from the Colts is double of the Bills, but the Bills did receive in this first half, and Josh Allen can extend the lead. He goes for a dart, and it's through the hands of Brown.
Yeah, John Brown, I think it was.
Through the hands again.
Yeah, so let's say all the high seeds win. Let's say the Bills and the Titans win. The Bills, the Bills, Titans, and the Steelers. Let's say they all win. The Bills would get the Steelers because they're the 2 and 3 seed.
Yeah.
And the Titans because they're the 4 seed to play the Chiefs. So the Chiefs are going to play the lowest seed that wins on this weekend, and then if the Bills win, they'll play the other team basically. So yeah, if the Colts want to make it to the Super Bowl, they're going to have to play the best team straight away if they win this game.
And that will make it a much tougher path for the Indianapolis Colts. But it was a nice catch and run by Cole Beasley there on the outside. Managed to get the first down. 3 receptions for 21 yards on the day.
Yeah, nice play there. Easy first down.
It's another dart.
Wow.
By Josh Allen, and Cole Beasley keeps hold of it. And I tell you what, as much as people kind of maybe were annoyed at his All-Pro status, second team All-Pro, he has had a great season.
He really has, and working in that slot, there's not many players better than Cole Beasley in the slot position. Like I said, he just finds a way to get open. So his change of direction is so quick, and as a quarterback, that's what you want. You want your players to get open, get the easy completions.
Yeah, I think he's been absolutely brilliant. He was a hero of the fantasy team on many a week, and he goes deep again. And that time it's caught by Stephon Diggs. Now, this is a drive I expected from the Bills.
They've come out firing, haven't they, so far?
Yeah, I expected this kind of drive from the Bills. It's much better as Diggs makes that catch. They're getting the receivers involved now, all of them. And there's another one down.
TJ carries down for the Colts. Former Raiders and Browns cornerback. So they've gone to a injury commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah, so far, so good on that drive for the Bills. Quick start. Already got the ball into Colts territory. Some big plays by the receivers.
Yep. Cole Beasley with back-to-back catches for first downs, and then a nice play deep downfield by Stephon Diggs. And for me, if the Bills keep up this pace, I think this game could, not to knock off the Colts, but if they keep doing drives like this, they'll be a force to be reckoned with in the playoffs.
Absolutely.
As we see Jurgen Klopp telling us about Otrivy.
At first, I was wondering what you was on about, but then it clicked.
Yeah. Jurgen Klopp telling us about Otrivy. You love to see it. But while you're there, Will, I'm going to go to the toilet as we've just got back from half time.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Get to see Tom using his sports bra. Yeah. Second half just started now. The Bills did receive. They got 2, I think it was 3 or 4 big completions, 2 to Cole Beasley, 1 Stephon Diggs, already in Colts territory, and looking to make it an 11-point game. If they can get in the end zone, it'll be a 21-10 game. So the Bills, big drive here for the Bills. If they are held to a field goal, it's still only a 1-possession game, if they get in the end zone, things get a lot tougher for the Colts. But so far, so good for the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen again playing unbelievable. I think I saw a stat that he had 42 touchdowns in the red zone, including regular season and playoffs, which is unbelievable, and 0 INTs. So he's been a playmaker for the Bills all season long. Also, tomorrow we will be doing another watch-along. And it's going to be the Ravens-Titans rematch game. Obviously, last season in the playoffs, the Ravens were the number 1 seed in the AFC. They got the first round bye, but they were stunned by the 9-7. Well, then 9-7 Tennessee Titans. Derrick Henry run them off the field. But this season, the Titans are actually the highest seed. They finished 11-5, won the AFC South. Baltimore Ravens, they also went 11-5, but they did not win their division, so they came in as the top wildcard team. So we'll see the Ravens and the Titans tomorrow. Join us at the same time, 6:05, kickoff for that. But obviously after this game tonight, there is more wildcard action. There's the Seahawks-Rams game. And then the late game is, of course, the Washington football team going up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which I'm sure many people are very excited about to see that defensive line go up against Tom Brady. And the first play after the injury timeout is a run by Zach Moss for about 3 or 4 yards.
I think you might be ahead because I'm just seeing the run by Zach Moss. Just let me know your time.
I'll pause it. 12:25.
Yeah, you were ahead. What's happened? I only went to the bathroom.
I don't even know.
And click play.
There we go.
There we go. And we're level. If you want to get level with us, that's where we are right now.
Turned out TJ Carey, by the way, he was all right.
Oh, that's good if he's still going to play. And that one was another designed run for Mr. Josh Allen. Fade the handoff and ran himself.
Even DeForest Buckner fell for that one.
Well, that's what they did with they set it up with the first play by giving it to Moss for a good gain. But 3rd and 2, Allen is going to lose.
Wow.
And that's
Muhammad.
Puts an end to the drive by the Buffalo Bills, and I presume they're going to go for 3.
I think they'll settle for 3. They got into the field goal position with those big players, but that is a huge play by the Colts.
That is absolutely massive.
That was looking like a good drive for the Bills, but comes to an end. And that was big for the Colts. They couldn't allow the Bills to come out, score a touchdown, and make it an 11-point game. The Bills make the field goal. It's still only a 1-score game, and it's no gimme either. It's a 46-yarder.
And let's see what Tyler Bass can do. The kick is up, and the kick's good. But for me, I think the Colts now, they'll just be happy to keep them. They're not going away. That's what I think the Colts have done today so far.
Keeping themselves in here, at least they're giving themselves a chance.
Exactly, and that's exactly what they needed in this game. And if you're a Colts fan, I think you'll be happy with what you've seen so far. Or at least in my opinion, I'm quite impressed. But we'll see if you can make it pay on offense.
I'll just put what quarter we're in, just a bit of context. So
no worries at all. This is the thing, because that first half went very quick. I don't know what it was, but it just went very quick. And now we're deep into not deep. We've just started.
Yeah.
The third quarter.
Yeah, about 4 or 5 minutes in, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But we'll have to... what's happened?
I just went to press OK on my remote just to see what else was on the TV, and I forgot when you press OK, it automatically skips the live TV.
Yeah, I knew something happened. I knew something happened.
When the players come onto the pitch, I'll pause it again, and we can easily sort it out.
I just heard, oh shit, and then I knew. For everyone that's wondering if you
so annoying.
On Sky Sports football, Hull City v Sunderland. For all probably still 0-0.
That's the Virgin Media description of the show. Sunderland welcome Hull City to the Stadium of Light in Sky Bet League One. The Tigers are looking to keep hold of a spot in the top two.
Yeah, up the boys.
Rah, rah, rah.
No, we're not rah, rah, rah. Right. We'll have to see what comes of this game, though, because this feels like a long break.
Yeah. They don't usually take this long of a break after a score, but yeah, with that stop, the Colts have, like you say, they've still kept themselves in it. They're still lingering about. The Bills can't, celebrate too early. It's still only a 7-point game, and if the Colts are going to get a touchdown and make it a tie game, then what's a game we have on our hands?
And I've now got a triple cam. And
right.
when he kicks the ball, or has he already kicked the ball for you?
No, he's not kicked it for me yet.
When he kicks it,
when after the kickoff's finished and the clock stops, so they'll kick the ball, they'll receive it. Or if it's touchback, I'll tell you when I've paused it.
Oh wait, we might be level then. Is it a man of the year coming up?
Touchback.
Oh, I'm ahead.
You're ahead.
Yeah. Limbs. Limbs.
Have you got who's in your screen right now?
Jacoby Brissett, dressed up as a Mickey Mouse, I think it was.
What about now? Harrison Phillips sat on the bench with.
Yeah, with the kids. Yeah. And now the field.
I think we're around the same time. I think we're level now.
Yeah.
Philip
Rivers is under centre.
Motion play.
Hands it off to Jonathan Taylor, and again, it's a nice run up the middle.
About 4 yards, 4 yards. Nice run again by Taylor, who's been he really has been the bell cow so far for the Colts, just running the ball hard over the middle. But he's getting positive yardage. That's the thing. He's constantly falling forward, and it's giving the Colts manageable second and third downs.
I can't see the stats, but 15 rushes. Does that say?
Yeah, 15 rushes, 43 yards, and a TD for.
This is the thing. He's not gained massive yards, but he's just churning constant gains. And I tell you what, it was a blitz from the outside, and it's off the hands again.
I think it's a drop without a doubt by Pascal, but it just seems like a throw behind the receiver from Phil Rivers. He can't seem to get comfortable with Phil Rivers. Although to be honest, wasn't that bad of a throw actually in second thought. Probably a bad drop.
I think it was one of them. Is it perfect? No, but is it catchable?
Yeah,
definitely. And it's another incomplete pass for Rivers. I don't want to see his passing stats on the day, to be honest with you. But
I think he's 13 for 12, 160 yards, Phil Rivers. 3rd and 7. This is huge.
They're sending pressure again. Rivers has dropped back, throws up, and it's a good catch.
What a catch.
Him. I think they might give him first. Yeah. And it's another good contested catch. That has been where the Colts have really thrived, was when Rivers has been able to put it up and make his tight end make a play with a man attached to his back. That might have been pass interference anyway, because I think he might have got there. Devin White might have got there a little bit too quick. Not Devin White.
David White.
Thank you. Devin White, doesn't he play for the Bucks?
He's the Bucks inside linebacker.
There you go. 14 for 21 is.
It's not a bad day, to be honest with you.
Which is a surprise because. Oh.
What on earth happened there?
Whoa! Is that delay a game?
I think it's going to be a delay game. That is a killer. 1st and 15 now.
Timeout.
Timeout. Got the timeout in Frank Reich.
Very fortunate. I tell you what, Rivers was apoplectic there for a minute. But
that could come back to bite the Colts later in the game. That timeout they've had to use there.
Yeah, and I'm just seeing the stats there. If you look at when the Bills do send the blitz, it's kind of worked to the advantage of Rivers.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Got the ball out. Yeah, it's forced him to get the ball out quicker, but he's had the big possession receivers like Pittman Jr. and Jack Doyle and Morley Cox being able to make tough catches.
There's more space to make a play if you've got the linebackers and the safeties dropping deep. There's so much space. in the backfield behind them. And it's obviously going to be, I think it'd probably be, you might be able to say better than me, but I think when they send the blitz, it'll be man coverage on either side. As we have an argument in the Pete household.
Yeah, my mum said cover your headboard up because it's got a few rips in it. I think that's the last thing on the viewers' minds.
It is, and it's a good catch by
and covering it.
It's a good catch by Doyle.
But yeah,
good catch by Doyle. Gets a few yards after the catch as well, and I think that'll be first down.
I think he just got it, yeah, because he wasn't actually touched. And he seemed squirming on the
wriggle. Yeah, wriggle for a few more yards. Yeah, and another slow drive by the Colts, and their time of possession is definitely double that of the Bills, if not more.
Absolutely. And it's unbelievable how they're losing, even though they've had the ball for so long.
Yeah, Taylor's fighting for every yard.
I think he got maybe 2.
I think being harsh. I think they might give him 3 or 4 there. I'll just have a look when it comes back on.
Give him 3 yards.
And all the viewers right now are appalled at the amount of scratches on Will Pete's headboard. That is the absolute.
It's funny because my mum said it's the shape of like a fat eagle.
Oh, is it?
And when you look at it, I can't see the fat eagle.
Neither can I. As the ball is handed off again, and it's a gain of maybe 2 or 3.
Taylor again, he's getting a lot of carries today.
He is. He's one of them players that hopefully, a bit like Dalvin Cook, you give him 30 touches a day. They don't mind,
It's players like Taylor, and obviously, like you say, Cook and Henry, and Zeke in his early days. When they seem to get stronger throughout the game. The more carries they get, the more confidence they get. They get into a better flow, and they seem to get stronger down the stretch of the game. But this is a big play here.
It is, and the blitz are sending. The Bills are sending him again. It's a good catch by Morley Cox.
He's got it.
And he drives for the first down. And that is another good third down conversion by the Indianapolis Colts.
Phenomenal mouthpiece as well for Morley Cox.
What's that? Oh, yeah.
Morley Cox mouthpiece. It's very cool.
Is it like gold teeth? I can't really tell.
Yeah, I think it's like gold vampire teeth.
Yeah, it is. It is. I'm just seeing now on the close-up. But another slow drive by the Indianapolis Colts. They're just getting past midfield, but I feel like they've been on the ball for a good 5 minutes.
Yeah, they've had the ball for at least. I mean, we're at 6 minutes 35 now in the third quarter. They've had this ball for at least 5 minutes.
Yeah, and it's another run by Jonathan Taylor. I feel like it's only a matter of time before he rips off a big run.
I agree.
In this game, because a lot of it has just been getting him into manageable down yardage, and we'll see if he can rip one off soon.
Yeah, I think he's like you say, he's due for one because he's getting those tough, 4, 5, 6 yard runs, but I think like you say, he's due for at least a 10, 15 yard run eventually. I mean, this defense can't keep him bottled up all day, surely.
And it was kind of a quick route to the outside with Doyle, but not really gained much there, I think.
I think Doyle did pretty well to get some positive yardage out of that play, to be honest.
Yeah, it was thrown behind him. Kind of had to turn the corner and try to, get upfield very quickly, kind of go north-south, but
yeah,
didn't come off, and it's another third down, and I feel like that has been the story.
Third down, yeah. They've been in 10 third down situations of the Colts so far.
No worries, and I'll describe the play as Phillip Rivers drops back to pass. He's got time, throws over midfield, and it's a great throw. And if that's caught, that is a great catch. And it's another third down conversion by the Indianapolis Colts. He looks a bit worse for wear. I think it's Trey Burton, and it's low.
He's done really
And
well there to break up. Oh, what a catch.
that is a great catch by Trey Burton.
And that's what you do when you can get athletic tight ends like Trey Burton. When you've got people like Tremaine Edmonds, who's a phenomenal linebacker, but Tremaine Edmonds, his traits are more suited for making plays in the box. He's not known as a coverage linebacker. When you can get an athletic playmaker like Trey Burton on him, then it's a mismatch for the offense, really.
And the Colts remain on the ball, and they're in the red zone. They'll hand it off to Taylor. That's a nice run, and it is just
good tackle by Poyer. Jordan Poyer could have making a good tackle there.
Yeah, I thought that was the big run of the day, Will. I thought that was the big run for JT, but it's not quite. Another good yardage gain, though, for the Indianapolis Colts.
2nd and 7. Again, another. They just keep getting. That's what I've noticed. The first down play calls for the Colts have been phenomenal today because they just keep getting positive yards, putting themselves in good situations.
Oh, and that. Oh.
Taylor again.
Yeah, another poor drop, and it's what we talked about earlier. I don't know if, when they get into the red zone, they change their gloves, but honest to God, when they've been there, it's just unfortunate. And another 3rd down for this Colts team.
It's their 11th 3rd down scenario already.
And I think the problem is, because they're draining so much time on the clock, they have to get 7. Yeah. Because they're still behind in this game, and it leaves them less time later in the game.
Yeah, they're almost playing as if they're winning this game, aren't they? The way they're running the clock down. We're at 3 minutes and 30. Oh!
Rivers threw over the middle. At that time, it was to Pittman Jr. And I don't know if they were on a different page there, but it's a slant. And
on the same wavelength there. So, it's behind him.
I think Rivers, for me, there you need to throw it in front of him so he can make a play on the ball.
He'll be wanting that play back, will Rivers.
Yeah, to be fair, I think they'll want the Jonathan Taylor back. I think they'll want that 4th down earlier in the game back. They'll want the other Jonathan. So many today for the Colts.
Well, if Taylor makes that simple catch, he's away. It's at least the 1st down. It's just giving up huge plays.
Oh! Yeah. It's no good.
Is it the post? Is it the upright?
Oh, my God.
That is the worst-case scenario for the Colts. They run down 7 minutes of clock, leaving no points.
And it wasn't the most difficult of field goals. And Blankenship hits the upright. I didn't see where the ball went after it hit the upright.
Yeah, it just bounced into the end zone. That's agonising for the Colts there, leaving points on the table again.
It's exactly what we said. If they're going to meticulously drive downfield, you need to, 1, be in the lead, or 2, you need to get 7. Okay, you'd have to settle for 3. And then not even to get 3, they need to force a 3 and out for the Bills here, or they'll really rue their missed opportunities in this game.
I think the Bills, if they can go out and get a touchdown now, it really, really will kill the game off. Because it'll be a 14-point lead. The Colts will be playing from behind. They won't be able to run the ball with Taylor. They'll have to be past the ball more. Because if they keep running the ball with Taylor, yeah, it's getting them good yardage, but it's running the clock down. And the clock is what they need right now because they are down by 7. But it could have been 4.
It could have been.
It's like it's showing all the missed opportunities now. The Pittman touchdown drop catch. The missed field goal by Blankenship. Drops back to 3rd down.
Yeah. Everything just off the hands of the receivers. And kind of, to be honest, the blame's got to go on a bit of both, really. To be honest, Rivers is a experienced quarterback. Has had a problem with turnovers in the last year or so. But some of them have been catchable balls, but some of them as well, he should be putting that in their hands. So there's no possibility of a drop catch, but the Bills will retake the field now, and they'll be very happy with the way this game's gone.
The Pittman opportunity as well, where he's wide open across the field, and Rivers just can't hit him, and they should be easy 1st downs for Rivers. And it's missed throws like that. I mean, you miss the throw, and the field goal gets missed. It's just leaving points. The thing is,
go on.
No, I was going to say you can't leave points on the table like that. Missed opportunities. especially in the red zone.
Yeah, I think Phil Rivers will be an interesting conversation come the off season and come the draft, whether the Colts stick with Rivers for thingy or they maybe draft a quarterback, because there's a lot of teams out there. I think remember we talked about it. A lot of teams out there looking for a quarterback, and this draft class has
a lot of QBs.
A lot of QB. I was trying to think, in terms of the first round, I think if they were all reaches, I think you'd get 6 out in the first round if everyone was reaching.
Yeah, if everyone wanted to. I mean, it's crazy though, because we've not even had the combine yet, and we've still got to see who wins the national championship between Ohio State and Alabama.
Yeah,
we'll even get more intel from those games to see how Mac Jones does and Justin Fields and whatnot.
Sadly, my Cincinnati Bearcats got beat by Georgia in their bowl game with a last second field goal. Sadly, from my boy Desmond Ridder, who I want to be drafted by the Vikings, please. That'd be really nice.
I mean, at least if he does get picked up by the Vikings, he'll be learning from Kirk Cousins, and maybe Kirk Cousins, the part-time singer as well.
Yeah. As long as the person teaching him is post by Kirk, as long as it's that Kirk, then it's fine. But if it's pre by Kirk, then we're in for a shocker. But the Bills again are facing a third down.
This is a big play for the Colts defense.
And it is a nice check down to Stephon Diggs. It's just a simple first down.
Nice play, Code. Just get your receiver open. I think it was like a little curl route. Xavier Rhodes unfortunately beat on that play, but yeah, simple play for the Bills. Just pick up that first down. Nothing too crazy.
This is the thing. Sometimes you can't beat simplicity, but the Bills have been very quick compared to the Colts, which is kind of the opposite way the scoreline would say.
I think Josh operates like that, though. I think he's better when he's at high tempo. I think it suits his game better.
And the quarterback run, he goes for it again. He did that on the first down last time. He got much more yardage than he did there. I think Buckner was there making a tackle. It was. I don't know if they should stick with that as, their first down run, but maybe they're not a running-based team, are they?
It's not their mojo, is it? It's one of them, like, you need to run the clock down, but if you haven't got an effective run game, it's very hard to do that. But with Allen, you can use the design run plays because he is a very, very good running quarterback. Yeah,
that one didn't work. He drops back and he gets a nice pass to Moss, the running back, and he'll keep the legs churning. They'll give him forward progress and a first down.
And we've only got 1 minute left in the third quarter, and we're coming into the final quarter.
That has been one of the fastest. This has been the fastest quarter so far. I've got to admit, the clock just feels like it's been running the whole time.
It's mental. The Bills scored a field goal on the first drive. The Colts had it for ages, didn't get any points.
I know.
And now the Bills have got it again.
And that's Cole Beasley again. And he'll a gain of 5 or 6.
Ashley Piggott says, "Hi guys, let's go Titans." Well, the Titans are actually play tomorrow, and we will be doing a watch along for it against the Ravens.
We will. I hope you're here tomorrow when we do the Ravens v the Titans. We'll have to see if Derrick Henry can go off tomorrow, as we expect him to do 2 running-based attacks tomorrow. Which, again, if we thought this game went quick, I feel like tomorrow.
I mean, tomorrow might be even worse. The Tannehill, because I know last postseason, in the 2 games the Titans won, I think he combined for 26 passing attempts in the 2 games combined. They kind of rode Henry to the AFC Championship game, but I'm looking forward to that game tomorrow because the Ravens are a team that they're coming into the playoffs hot. They've won the last 5, I think. They were 6-5 and they finished 11-5, so they won the last 5 games. They're coming into form at the right time. And the Titans, they'll be big on thought. They'll be high in spirits as well after clinching the AFC South title in the final game of the season after the kick in off the upright went in.
Yeah, I was going to say with the Blankenship, but sadly he's missed. So it's we can't name it after him anymore. But just to get it, Jared Goff is active for tonight's game. No word yet on if he's starting, or he's now the emergency quarterback. So we'll have to see.
At least for Rams fans, you've got your starting quarterback active at least tonight. So at least it's some sort of positive sign.
It is. Hopefully.
A very interesting stat for you here, Kieran.
Sorry.
Below 500 team, when they've made the playoffs, they've never lost in the wildcard round.
Is that the lone 500 team, did you say?
So whenever there's been like a below 500 team, make the playoffs. So 7-9 team or a 6-10 team. I don't think there's ever been a 6-10 team. Whenever there's been a below 500 team or an 8-8 team, they're undefeated in the playoffs. And I think that's because there's not many of them also. That could be a factor. But they are.
Yeah.
So maybe football team can keep that going tonight with.
If Alex Smith plays, weirdly, I've seen a lot of people putting the Bucs in the Super Bowl, and I don't know what they've seen that I haven't, but I don't understand that decision because for me, they've not impressed me a lot this season. There's been a few games where they've looked good, but I don't know. For me, I think it's Green Bay, and I hate saying it.
Aaron Rodgers in it. He's playing like a man possessed, and I do agree with you. I think the Bucs, they've hit the stride at the right time. They're putting up points on offense now, but you've got to look who they're scoring it. They smashed the Lions. Well, it's the Lions. They smashed the Falcons. Well, it's the Falcons. The Falcons have got the 4th pick in the draft now, so they are beating up on teams, but these teams are pretty crap. And although they did absolutely smash the Packers when Rodgers threw that pick 6 and early in the season when Gronk got that big receiving touchdown, I've got the feeling that was an outlier because since then the Packers have been on an absolute tear.
Yeah.
Apart from that game where Cook went over 200 yards, combined yards.
Well, we just, the thing is what we talked about back then. As long as we beat the Packers that day, I didn't care how the season went.
Yeah.
At least we did something against the Packers. We'll have to see. But 2nd and 6 now for the Bills as we return from the break. It's another pass to Moss. He shakes 2 tackles, a nice spin move.
Nice play.
And he gets the first down.
Nice play from Zach Moss. You can tell I've integrated him a bit more now into the offense in the fourth quarter. Speaking of fourth quarter, I'll have to change up the.
Yeah, of course. It's gone so quick though. Genuinely, I'm surprised we're in the fourth quarter. It's another 1st and 10. And now they're going to hand the ball off, and now they're trying to start running the clock down. And Moss, the ball. Is the ball out?
The Colts think they have it.
Oh, the ref, I think he's saying down by contact. And Moss looks injured as well.
Yeah, he looks in some pain.
We'll have to see what happened here, but Moss has got a man attached to him.
Oh, that looks awful.
I think he...
Oh, dear. It's come down on his knee. It's come down on his leg. The ball is out.
Is his knee or hand down?
I think he's down, but his knee was down.
Yeah.
The reason his knee was down is because it was getting crushed by a Colts player. That looks like a terrible injury for Moss, that.
Yeah, I think that's an ACL, probably. Not an ACL. What's the one in your knee? Is that the ACL?
ACL, yeah. ACL.
Yeah, oh, it is the one in your... I looked at myself like, is it an ACL?
Well, you've got your ACL, your PCL, your MCL, all them different tendons, but they can easily break. Well, break? Well, they can't break them. Tear.
Yeah, this is definitely the PE portion of
whatever terminology you want to use. I mean, I feel ashamed. I took A-level PE and GCSE, and I'm getting the terms mixed up.
Is it sad that I also took GCSE PE and A-level PE, and we both have been an absolute disgrace to the PE? But what?
He's broken the ACL.
Oh, he's got some cramp. At least we haven't done that like me and Josh when we said Neymar had a little bit of cramp. Not cramp literally. We just said, I thought Thiago Mendes got the ball and he came out with a broken shin. And then we were just like, oh dear, maybe you didn't get the ball.
Maybe it was a very bad challenge.
But we'll have to see. And it's an injury timeout, which, to be fair, kind of gives us a time to catch our breath, because I feel like the Bills are wasting no time in getting down the field at all.
Yeah, it's just, I think, like I said, I think it's just how they like to run their offense. No huddle, high tempo. And Josh Allen, I think when Josh Allen doesn't have to think about what play he's running, when he just when he can just keep the high tempo going and keep in a flow, I think that's when he plays his best, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, if the Bills can get even if the Bills get a field goal on this drive, it's a 2-score game. And the Colts, they've got a lot of success from running the ball with Taylor, but it's looking like they won't be able to do that because there's only about 12 minutes left in the game. They're going to have to start getting some big chunk plays in the passing game, and we've not really seen that so far today with Phil Rivers.
Well, this is the thing. They've kind of, in a weird way, been draining their own clock.
Yeah.
Rather than it working for them. But we'll have to see what the Bills can do on this drive here. Obviously, we hope Moss is okay. I don't think we'll see him return into the game. We'll see if they use Singletary a bit more. Moss being carted off the field, yeah.
See if his leg's in an air cast, I think.
Just trying to see now. No, it's just
killer. The Colts challenged the rule on the field. The rule on the field stands, and they lose the timeout.
Lose the timeout, and that is massive because, as we've already said, they've drained their own clock. And now it'll be interesting to see how the Bills do this now, how they manage the game.
It's all right if you're getting the ball in the end zone and getting points on the board, but when you're leaving with not even a field goal. Oh, that could be that.
Speaking of getting the ball in the end zone, what a throw. What a throw and what a catch. And that might spell game over. Absolutely unbelievable from Josh Allen.
And how many times have we seen that this season? Allen to Diggs for a huge play. And you can just tell the connection they have there. I mean, look at that touchdown scored and also the handshake. These two, since Diggs has been acquired for this team, they've created the connection between these two is unbelievable. And TJ Carey, I mean, he just gets straight smoked by Stephon Diggs there.
He does. And the ball is in the perfect place. Yeah. Anywhere else, and I think the back can maybe make a play on it, but unbelievable. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. Make the scoreline 24-10, and this may be. It sets up an interesting end for the Indianapolis Colts because they challenge the call, lose a timeout. This drive needs to be unlike all the others they've done today. You need to be up the field in 5 or 6 plays, not 15, 9 or whatever.
You've got to get the chunk plays in, and we saw it in the first half with Pittman, but he's been a bit quiet in the second half. But to be fair, the Colts have only had one offensive possession.
Yeah. And the thing is, with this whole situation is, when you're forcing to go quick up the field, I think this is just going to play into the Bills' hands in forcing Rivers to do turnovers. If he has to go for the slinger ball all the time, I just think they have a chance. And if you look at total yards, Colts have 60. The Bills sat on double them.
121, yeah.
But time of possession is.
It's been equal in this half, but in the first half, the Colts have run away, wasn't it?
I was about to say, and you also need to remember the Colts only had the ball once.
And left with no points. That's got to hurt.
That has to. And we'll see what happens. And look at that. Literally on the game, it just says Colts missed opportunities, and it's just a highlight reel of how they've had this game in the palm of their hands.
Yeah, they'll be regretting this big time because they've missed out on at least 10 points. That Pittman should have been a touchdown, and that field goal should have been scored. If you score them 10 points, it's a 3-point game. Sorry, it's a 4-point game instead of a 14-point game. Just missed opportunities by the Colts, and I don't know what. Try
and now we'll see.
I don't know what they're trying to do there.
And this is exactly the Bills have put the Colts in a position where they did not want to be.
Yeah.
Which is you've stripped away the run game. You can still do it. You can still do it, but you're wasting your own time at this point. And now we'll see. We're going to have to see the emergence of some of these wide receivers. We've not seen much of T.Y. Hilton at all today.
Yeah, he's been locked up most of the day, to be honest with you.
And they are going to hand the ball off, and that's a big run by Jonathan Taylor. He's still got the ball. Shakes a tackle. He's going around the outside. And now that is the big run. And I don't even think that was Jonathan Taylor. I take that back.
It was Hines.
Naheem Hines.
You know what? That's the type of play they needed, a big chunk play to get the offense rolling a bit.
Yep, and he got out of bounds, so they do get to stop the clock. And that is where the running game can be efficient for this Colts team. And I said that I thought Jonathan Taylor would be able to reel off one big run. The one big run goes to Naheem Hines. I can't believe it.
He's running back partner.
But we'll see what they can do now.
Taylor's back on the field now, though.
Yeah. Now, this is massive for the Colts team if they can get downfield. They're going to hand it off again, and they're going to go outside again. Taylor, there's the big run, and he's doing it on the sideline.
Back-to-back big runs by the Colts, and they're already in the red zone, I think.
Yep, and they both got out of bounds, which means this is the drive they've been waiting for. If they kind of use that outside zone running scheme, they might be able to create some plays. And Jonathan Taylor's big run of the day finally comes as he walks a tightrope down the sideline, stays in bounds, and then stops the clock.
20 rushes for 74 yards and a touchdown for Taylor. He's had a good game as Taylor. He's kept this offense moving, really, because without Taylor, it's been pretty stagnant everywhere else.
It has, and Philip Rivers now, he drops backs to pass. He gets a completion down the middle, and that one is Pascal with the.
I believe.
Yeah, I think so, and it's another first down. Interesting to see that when the Colts have actually been put under time restraints, we've not seen a single third down.
Yeah,
from this team.
I know it's very strange when they've had less time to think about the play call or whatever. They've seen some better. They're already at the Bills' 15-yard line. They've only used about a minute and a half, so.
It's interesting because the last drive we took up 7.5 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, they've still got to punch it in, which has been a massive problem for this Colts team. 1 touchdown on the day, and Rivers drops back, and it's at
least the clock stops.
Yeah, and exactly. He throws the ball towards the ground near Pittman Jr., but nothing comes of that.
There was also
19-30.
A report also came out earlier today. I forgot to say that the Bills are looking to give Josh Allen. They're already starting to work on a new contract for him. He's still got 2 years. Well, still got 1 year after this and his 5th-year option, but look for him to get a lucrative extension this offseason. Mo Ali Cox over the middle.
Yep, and they will make it a manageable third down. About 3rd and 5, I think it might be, or they might, I don't know, might be polite to them and give them a bit more, but
Colts need this.
I don't think they can settle for 3 either in this situation.
Yeah,
Rivers
7 here. Rivers throws, and there it is.
Again, over the middle, it's in. And Pascal
touchdown.
Gets the 6. Blankenship will be up to make it a 1-score game, and they needed an instant reply. I just question where this Colts team had been for the mid portion of this game, but they're in for the score.
And we've been focusing on Taylor, Hines, Pittman Jr. See where Hilton was going to make the play, and Zach Pascal, the 3rd receiver, on the crossing route, gets open and gets into the end zone, and we've got a game on our hands once again.
Yeah, I mean, they used lots of facets of their offense there. You saw a catch by Mo Ali Cox, a run by Hines, a run by Taylor, the final catch by Pascal. They used all the weapons, and that's going to be blown dead. Flag on the play. Let's see what the flag is for.
Is it off to him on the field, offsides? I don't know.
Illegal formation? I don't know. I'm trying to see.
Apparently there's 2 penalties on the play. Maybe the offset.
We'll have to see. We're still waiting on it. The refs seem as confused as we do.
Nothing new for the NFL refs.
No. Let's have a look. Here we go. Neutral zone infraction. I've not got the sound on, so you'll have to help me out what they've said.
So it was neutral zone infraction on the Bills. It moves the Colts from the 2 to the 1. They could have declined it and took the point. They've accepted the penalty to go to the 1 yard line. I think they're going to go for 2.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, it's an interesting decision. We'll have to see.
It's an 8-point game.
We'll have to see what they can do here.
Give it to Taylor, and
he stopped. They went for 2, and they didn't get it, which means next time around they'll have to go for 2 again to tie this game up if they get another opportunity.
I didn't like that from the start.
I mean, I understand it because you want to come here to win. I understand that, and it's a big time playoff game, but it's come back to bite the Colts, and it's an 8-point game, 24-16 to the Buffalo Bills.
I think they can, at least the defense now, maybe they can get a big stop, but
yeah,
this second half, the Bills have looked much better. They've looked much more crisp on offense. It seems like when they sped it up, Allen seems more comfortable. The run game's got going a bit before Moss went out with that bad looking injury.
Yeah,
but, the Colts now need a stop definitely. I mean, the Colts need to get as many stops as they possibly can now till the end of the game, because 8-point game, even if the Colts go and get another touchdown, it'll only be a tie game, and they need the 2 as well. So Colts still need a few more things to go their way, but at least they're back in the game slightly.
It's what we've said all day. They're keeping themselves in the game. And the one thing for me about this Bills team is when they've sped up, they've gone really well. But at a time like this, sadly for them, they don't want to speed up. They need to kind of slow things down and run the clock, which with Moss out, it'll be interesting to see if they continue to stick with that or not.
And I think the Colts, it's the worst case scenario for the Bills as well, because the Colts scored so quickly.
Yeah.
If the Colts had taken it down maybe 7 minutes left, and the fact there's still 10 minutes to go, the Bills, they need to start looking to take some time off the clock here, because still 10 minutes left. I know the Colts have only got 1 timeout left, but it's far from over yet.
Yeah, a really nice drive by the Colts there.
We said if they want to in the game, they just need more chunk plays need to be created on offense, and like 2 big runs and the plays to Pascal and Ali Cox and etc.
That's the thing. We said they might have to abandon the run game, but to be fair, the run game really helped to get them into that position. But it's a risky move because they're just fortunate that they got out of bounds. And we'll have to see how the Bills react now, because I don't know about maybe another score for the Bills and it makes it a very difficult game. But
yeah.
Oh, Jesus. And was it the Bills special teamer that was on the All-Pro roster?
Andre Roberts, yeah. I think he was an All-Pro. He definitely made the Pro Bowl. I think he was an All-Pro as well, yeah, Andre Roberts.
Well, it must have gone to his head, because they kicked it into the end zone there. He dropped it. Luckily, picked it back up and took a knee, of course. But let's here we go again. The Buffalo Bills.
Time of possession totals for this game: the Colts 29 minutes, The Bills 18 minutes, and the Bills are leading by 8. There's Beasley.
But he's shoved out of bounds, so that'll just stop the clock.
Not the worst play in the world for the Colts defense.
Not at all. And this is the thing, when you're such a pass-heavy offense, you need completed passes, and you also need to stay in bounds. That's the two kind of keys. And Beasley there is forced out of bounds, and he'll go to the sideline.
Walks over to the sideline a bit gingerly as well, there, does Beasley.
That's what I thought. Yeah, definitely. 2nd and 7. Josh Allen gets a quick pass out to Stephon Diggs, and he'll turn on the Jets. And I'm not sure if they'll stop the clock and say he went out of bounds.
Stayed in bounds.
And that is a big play by Stephon Diggs.
Gets the first down and more, and also keeps the clock running. So that's what he does. Yeah. He's just so dynamic after the catch.
He is. Was up the field very quickly there. And the Bills, another nice drive coming together so far. And this is they're just at midfield now, just before midfield, about the 40. The Bills on 44, sorry. And Allen throws over the middle. It's caught again by Cole Beasley. He doesn't look 100%, does he?
No, he looks like he's a bit shaken up, but that was a good catch by Beasley over the middle of that.
It was an absolute dart by Josh Allen, and Beasley catches it perfectly. And they're the sorts of ones that we've seen go off the hands of the Colts receivers.
Yeah.
And Beasley again.
7th catch of the game for Beasley. He's been very active in this game.
He hasn't. He's been what he's been all game. Short yardage gains. He's not the big play downfield. Josh Allen going to take it himself, and he's just going to get swallowed up.
Play by the defense. They saw it. Made the stop, but the clock is still running.
It's one of them. They don't need to worry about it just yet, because I don't. The thing is, they're still at midfield. The Bills.
Buffalo just. I mean, the Colts just cannot allow another Buffalo touchdown. Otherwise, I pull the curtains.
No. They can't. But we'll see what the Bills can do now. Beasley's back in. Again, he looks.
He's a warrior.
It's a throw over the top and
Singletary.
But he's dragged out of bounds, and again, that's going to stop the clock for the Colts. Weirdly, it seemed that's where he was heading, to the sideline.
The clock's running again now.
Oh. I thought he got out of bounds.
I think it depends on how you get out of bounds. I think if you're shoved out of bounds behind the line, if you're shoved out of bounds going backwards, I think the clock still runs.
Fair enough.
If you leap out of bounds going forward, then that's how I think the clock stops.
Fair enough. Well, they ran empty then, and Josh Allen will throw, but with tipped and incomplete.
Xavier Rhodes again. He looks like he's got a bit of cramp, but he brought the play up. He brought the ball up.
This time he actually might have cramp.
And this time he does actually have cramp. It's not the Tony Romo cramp.
It's not the Tony Romo cramp. It's also not the Lamar Jackson cramps.
4th and 6, they're going for it.
Or are they just trying to draw offside? We'll have to see.
I can't see him going for it. No way, because if they don't get it, then the Colts are in the starting field position.
No.
Well, the Colts got the stop they wanted.
They did, and I don't think it's in field goal position. So they'll have to, or sensible field goal position anyway.
Or maybe did they try and go for it on 4th down? Because Alan's going to go speak over to Sean McDermott. Interesting decision to make here for the Bills. Did they go for the long field goal? Did they punt the ball? Did they try and pick up the 1st down and, take a step forward to ending the game? A lot of options here on the table for the Bills.
There's Brian Dable, who's done a brilliant job with this offense.
He really has. He's He's developed Josh Allen into
Is that
third year.
No.
What's that?
I was going to say they walked onto the field and then slowly they walked off again.
They're going to go for it. Long field goal attempt.
Wow.
They make it an 11-point game.
It's going to need a big hit from Tyler Bass.
54-yarder. If he nails this, I think it could take a big shot, a big shot to the gut for the Colts if this goes in. If he misses, the Colts have good starting field position and only down by 8 with 8 minutes to go. This kick is huge in the game.
It is.
Tyler Bass.
And I tell you what, if it makes it, that is an impressive kick.
And he's hyped, and he has every reason to be.
And the receivers were like, very good, very good. Not as hyped as Tyler Bass is.
I'll just the kickers going mental, and the offensive linemen are like, "Well, you get paid to kick the ball. You get paid to kick the ball,
pal." It's a massive, massive. And I tell you what, credit to Tyler Bass because that is not an easy field goal to make. 54 yards, and it becomes. And not an 8-point game. I don't know why Sky still tells me it's an 8-point game.
11-point game.
This is massive. This is massive.
The Colts need a touchdown.
And a 2 points.
And a 2-pointer. To make it a
3-point game. A field goal game, yeah.
But if they'd just kicked that 1 point, they wouldn't have had to go for 2.
It's interesting. It's very, very interesting.
Obviously, if the Colts score a touchdown, they'll get 6 points. They'll be down by 5. So they're obviously going to go for 2 because even if you kick the point, it's still a 4-point game.
Yeah, so and I tell you what,
go for 2. If they convert 3-point game, if they don't 5-point game.
Credit to McDermott as well for trusting his kicker to go from that range. Because no offense, I wouldn't trust Dan Bailey from there. So, and it didn't even look like it was even close to not going in. It was a brilliant kick. That would have been good from 60.
Yeah, he drilled it. He absolutely drilled it. Straight down the middle.
Yeah, great kick from Tyler Bass. And this game,
kickers are people too.
Yeah. Just draft a kicker. I was watching a video actually on YouTube about, the kickers that get drafted in like the second round. I think the Bucks drafted one in the second round and now he's not even in the NFL.
Roberto Aguirre.
Yes.
He had a bit of a rough career, it's fair to say.
Is he on someone's practice squad now?
I think he is on someone's practice squad, yeah. I remember when he got drafted, I was watching the draft live. And when they picked him, I was like, who's Roberto Aguirre? And you just hear Rich Eisen go, kickers are second rounders too. It's not worse than the Raiders. The Raiders, I think the 17th overall pick, they took a kicker. They took a kicker in the first round called Sebastian Janikowski. And you know what? Well, they call him Seabass for short. He's a legendary kicker. But first rounder?
Well,
he was a lefty as well. Big Seabass. Let me see where he's drafted. Sebastian Janikowski.
It's just interesting to see where, I mean, and here comes Tyler Bass again. He's now on kickoff duty. He's calmed himself down a little bit. And that is hoofed. And it always drops it, but he'll bring it back out again. Cuts up field, and it's a nice return. Just in front of the 25.
Yeah, he was Janikowski. 2000 draft, which is the same draft as Tom Brady, I believe. Round 1, pick 17. Played for the Raiders from 2000 to 2017. So they got 17 years out of him. And then he played 1 year for the Seahawks. I remember he played for the Seahawks when we played him in the playoffs. And he pulled his leg, attempting like a 60-yard field goal.
Oh, wow.
So in the second half, when Seattle scored a touchdown, they had to go for 2 every single time.
Yeah.
The kicker was done in. Because they had the punter doing kicks at halftime practicing him, and he kept hitting the uprights from like 20 yards out. Russell Wilson were like, we'll just go for 2 every play.
And the Colts are going to adopt to run on the first play of the.
You know what? That like a dodgy handoff as well. That
It did. I noticed that from Rivers. Yeah,
I
they're
don't
going
know.
to have to hurry it up though. It's one of them where every play is going to have to be a no huddle from.
Yeah, they've got to up the tempo here. They've got to get in the end zone quickly. I think if you don't score a touchdown on this drive, I think it's curtains.
It's an incomplete pass over the middle.
The clock stops. It's 3rd and 7 now.
And this is, I feel like they might have to go for it on 4th down anyway.
Yeah, true.
And Doyle just threw his hands. It was good. It was good coverage. I think by Tremaine Edmonds, was it?
Yeah, it was good coverage. But it was in the cookie jar. He got it there and he just dropped it.
It was indeed. It was. As a lot of these have been today.
They have missed opportunities from the Colts. Like the amount of points that left on the table must be frustrating them so much.
And there's Rivers.
Nice.
It's a good throw and a good catch, and he turns it upfield. And that's Trey Burton, who had a good catch, a good diving low catch earlier in the game. Has now come back with another nice catch, gets away, gets good separation, and then he's upfield.
Like I said with Trey Burton, he's a tight end, but he's kind of like a wide receiver in a tight end's body. Very
Darren Waller. Very Darren Waller-esque.
He is.
And that's a nice run by Nyheim Hines. And he's still going, breaks a tackle.
Stiff arm.
I think he should have got out of bounds there for me.
It would have been the more logical decision without a doubt.
But a great run.
At least they got the yardage.
Yeah, been impressive in yards after contact today, Nyheim Hines. When he's had the runs, even when he's been tackled, 5 rushes for 70-odd yards there.
He's had the big chunk plays. He's been very effective for the Colts. I remember he put that game against the Titans on the Thursday night. He was very effective in the passing game, running game. Got a lot of fantasy points. He's a very
not back this time. He's got so much time. Going to swear it out. End zone is no one there. Doyle
coverage and Doyle.
And everyone's looking around to who had him because he was wide open, and this game is still on. What a throw by Rivers.
That's what happens when you give him protection. I know he was wide open.
But yeah, no, he had so much time in the pocket. It was really nice. Nyheim Hines came in to throw up a block, and Doyle, it's not a difficult route, really.
I think it's a busted coverage. Matt Milano and Tre'Davious White looking at each other.
Oh,
whose fault was it? This is it.
Well,
this
here we go.
This is a huge play.
They're going for 2 to make this.
Rivers, come on, Rivers!
Got it. It's caught.
Woo!
It's caught, and it's Doyle again.
Gets the 2-point conversion, and the Colts are breathing. They've got life. They're in the game. What
an end to this game we might have. Doyle at the back of the end zone. It's a mismatch. It really is.
Yeah. Because he gets really good separation.
Gets
the feet down.
And his hands are up. Gets the catch. Doyle gets the touchdown with no one near him. Gets the touchdown with a man hanging off him. And this game is livening up with I can't see how long to go because my
6 minutes 13. Still a long time left.
6 minutes and 13 seconds.
Indy need to stop here. And at least they've made themselves, if they get the stop and they don't get a touchdown, at least they've got that field goal, difference and still tie the game. So that 2-point conversion was huge.
And the game plan totally changes for Buffalo now.
Absolutely.
I don't think you can run the clock because it's probably not worth the risk. You need another score to really make this game, to give yourself that separation. Blankenship.
Only 7 minutes ago, maybe.
Yeah.
It was 24-10 to the Bills. The game looks over. And now it's here's Roberts. Decent return. But yeah, the Colts have gone on a 14-3 run in the past 7 minutes and 2 quick scores. And like we say, it's going to go down to the wire like we thought it would do.
And it seemed at points, to be honest, like this game wasn't going to go down to the wire.
Yeah.
But it is now.
Should I quickly head to the toilet in 2 minutes?
No worries. And they're just showing a flashback to the 1995 AFC wildcard game, which I think is the last postseason game the Bills won, which is rather upsetting for any Bills fans. But 1st and 10, Josh Allen steps back in the pocket, throws over the middle. It's caught, immediately hit, but he kept hold of the ball. I think it's Gabriel Davis with the catch, and it's an immediate 1st down for the Bills. It was Gabriel Davis with the catch. And now it's completely, I did not expect to be in this position right now in this game. Brian Daboll rocking on his chair, the offensive coordinator of the Buffalo Bills, to see what can happen here. And now Josh Allen, they're running empty again. I think this is kind of expected from the Buffalo Bills. Drops back. He's sacked. Josh Allen is sacked by the Indianapolis Colts. And wow, is the momentum turning in this game. Unbelievable. Josh Allen snaps the ball. The offensive line couldn't quite hold up. He didn't have an open receiver. And he is sacked. And this game is turning in the favor of the Indianapolis Colts. And I did not expect to be saying that 7 minutes ago.
What did I miss? 2nd and 15.
Yeah, Josh Allen got sacked.
Ooh. Come on, Colts. I low-key want the Colts to win now.
Oh, Josh Allen, though, fakes a man out. He's going to throw deep over the middle. Great catch by Stephon Diggs again.
That's clutch.
That's massive.
You know what? That looked like Aaron Rodgers, that. Roll into his left, delivers a strike on 2nd and 15.
Yeah, it was a nice pump fake as well. Got the, I couldn't see who it was, but got him to jump.
Kenny Moore, yeah. Made him bite. What a throw.
And then rolled to his left. Great throw.
There he is, around at the moment, Stephon Diggs.
This is where you need him to step up. And again, the Colts had the momentum with the sack. The momentum now back with the Buffalo Bills. I tell you what, Will, it's been a game of ups and downs for both teams.
Absolutely. It's been I've really enjoyed the game.
And that is an overthrow.
And that stops the clock as well.
Yeah.
You know, at this point in the game, if you're Josh Allen, you're probably better off taking the sack there because, you know, you can run 40 seconds off the clock.
For me, though, the Bills in this situation, sadly, a field goal I don't think is quite enough in this tight of a game.
Yeah, I just think they have to get some points on the board because if they don't, it's house money for the Colts. If they don't, you know, if they get down to the red zone and they can't get it in, they can still tie the game with a field goal.
Oh, but it's a run.
What a run.
On the outside, and it's an immediate 1st down, and that is a fantastic run by Devin Singletary. He gets lifted up by Feliciano.
John Feliciano.
It's a great run, that.
Just great run as well. Feliciano, I think he absolutely pancaked the interior defensive lineman.
Found a run to the left-hand side, cuts inside, makes a man miss a tackle.
He shook off a tackle from Leonard as well. You don't see many people do.
No, but Singletary used very sparingly in this offense, really. Has come up with a big rushing play. And Josh Allen again takes a snap. He's going to be sacked again. Oh, he's on his feet still.
Ball's out. Ball's out.
Ball's out. Recovered by the Bills. I think I saw that recovered by the Bills.
A 20-yard loss.
It was recovered by Williams, I think. Josh Allen getting ripped to the ground, stayed on his feet unbelievably, but then the ball was ripped out.
That's a great play from Danico Autry, ripping the ball out. Gets the sack, rips the ball out. It's recovered by the Bills, but they've lost a ton of yardage on that play.
And I tell you what, credit to Josh Allen, you know, he was tough staying up the first time, but he just left himself in a worse position.
97's got to jump on that ball, man.
It's ripped out.
Mohamed was there, about to dive on it, and it.
Oh, it's in the middle of his feet. And this game, He just constantly takes twists and turns.
2nd and 33. Now remember,
Wow.
we did see earlier in the season the Jets gave up a 3rd and 31 on a running play. It was the Jets, but it's still very possible to get the first down here, especially when you've got out.
3rd and 31.
on a run play. Give up on a run play. How do you let someone run for 31 yards when you've got all your players stood on the first down line?
I don't know.
2 minutes 58 seconds to go.
But how did the Jets lose to the Raiders that time when they had the lead? They sent a blitz, an 8-man rush.
That was just straight tanking from the Jets, that on it.
And they didn't even do it right because he still ended up with 2nd overall pick.
Why were they trying to win games?
I don't know, but Josh Allen now needs a. Oh, it's low.
The Jets are the only team to win games and get trolled about it.
I know.
That was
that was too low for Stephon Diggs. Yeah, I think that was underthrown, to be honest with you. And now it probably knocked him out of realistic field goal range as well.
Yeah, if they can just get some yardage back. Just showed the coach there for the Colts, Matt Eberflus. I think he could be a candidate to get a head coaching job this offseason. Former Dallas Cowboys linebacker coach. He's done brilliant with this Colts defense as the coordinator.
Yeah,
Can he get one more big stop here and get his offense back on the field?
Colts, of course, only going to rush 4. Allen steps up, but
no way.
Caught. No.
That's great. Great coverage and tackle by Leonard there. Tracked Singletary the entire way, brought him down. And here it is. This is the game, Kieran.
Oh, my God. I did not see this coming.
Imagine the Bills pull out a fake punt. Oh.
What would they have to get? About 20
yards, yeah.
Nyheim Hines now on return duty, by the looks of it. Timeout taken by the Colts.
Well, the thing is here, the Colts, they can literally run the clock down to they can literally hold the ball until the end of the game now if they want to. The Buffalo Bills have only got one timeout. They can't stop the clock. They can stop it once.
Oh,
they can literally keep the ball for the rest of the game now if they work the clock correctly, and at least get a field goal, take it to overtime, or a touchdown and win the game. This is why we love the playoffs. This someone's season is going to end in 2 minutes and 38 seconds.
Bajorquez with the kick. It's just a punt though, so
don't run into the punter. Hines calls a fair catch. Oh, good catch, because if he muffed that.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, we can fill Rivers' hands.
I'd probably say Jonathan Taylor and Nyheim Hines personally, but I understand.
Yeah, they're the men that they're the guys that are definitely going to cause the difference if the Colts are going to win. But Phillip Rivers is the quarterback. He's going to have the ball in his hands every single play, even handing the ball off.
And there's an NFL fact alert: 43 comebacks of 10+ points, which is the tied most in history.
I've heard that about 35 of those 41 were courtesy of the Atlanta Falcons.
I was going to... Yes. Let's see. I presume they're just... Oh, no, Phillip Rivers drops back. Throws midfield. Oh. It's caught.
Jack Doyle again. Are they going to get a 2-minute warning?
Well, Doyle was wanting him to speed up there.
They're going to get the playoff, I think, for the 2-minute warning, which will be huge. Just don't turn the ball over, Phil.
Ball is snapped. Throw it over the middle. Oh. Incomplete. Dangerous.
Very dangerous for all that.
But I also thought for a minute that he had it.
The thing is now with the Bills, they didn't get any points, but they know the Colts are going to throw the ball. So they can literally play, they don't have to put loads of men in the box for Jonathan Taylor. They know they can play more nickel defense. They can put more corners on the field. They know they're going to throw the ball. This
is the thing. They've got no timeout, so I'd look.
I don't know why they burnt the timeout on the punt like that. What a waste! Unless they were in the complete wrong formation. But the play clock's running down here. Philip Rivers has got to get a snap off, and they've run the ball.
This time they hand it off. Naheem Hines breaks another tackle.
I don't hate the play call because it's now the 2-minute warning. The clock stopped, and you've got about 5 or 6 yards. That's not actually a bad play call that by the Colts.
No, that was their one and only kind of. It's not a timeout, but it is.
Yeah, quasi timeout. But yeah, 2 minutes to go. Colts down by 3. Field goal for tie. Touchdown to win. This is what we wanted going into the game. We wanted it to go down to the wire with both teams in it.
And the Bills only have one timeout. That's the thing. They only have one timeout.
I don't think the Bills are going to touch the ball again unless we go to overtime. That's my prediction. Or they obviously get a turnover and kneel the game out. That's the thing. If the Colts turn the ball over, they've got no timeout to try and stop the Bills and get the ball back.
Exactly.
The game is over if they turn the ball over.
The thing is, though, one on the punt, one on the punt, one on the challenge that they shouldn't have challenged, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Oh. Welcome to the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have to see how it's going to end, but there is 2 minutes left. And the thing is, as you said, we won't see the clock stop, really. Apart from once by the Buffalo Bills, but that's about it. But still, 40-second play clock, 1 minute and 20 is automatically going to be run off by just the play clock itself if you run it all the way down. Yep. So you'd have 40 seconds. That's with no timeouts.
Go to that point, yeah, where the clock's not in favour to any team, really, because even if the Colts score, there might not be any time left for the Bills to go score. The Colts haven't got a lot of time for them to go up the field and score. That's why I'm saying I think, obviously, a turnover loses the game. Like the Colts, this is what the Colts couldn't have wished for anything better. They were losing 24-10 with 12 minutes to go, 30 minutes to go. They're now down by 3 with 2 minutes left. The ball is in their hands. The game is in their hands. They can go win the game now. When 10 minutes ago, it looked out of their reach.
Exactly. Key stops on defense is what has put them in this position, and some quick drives upfield. 2 of them. The one with Pascal, and then the Doyle again. Yeah,
that blown coverage, which Phil Rivers, fair play to him, he stood tall in the pocket, got the protection, found Doyle in the end zone, but the players are back out.
And here we go.
And apparently they need 38 yards to get to the Buffalo 32-yard line, which would put them in range for Blankenship's field goal if they want to get at least the tie game. But it's just they need a first down here. It's 3rd and 5.
Has missed an extra point already today, Blankenship. Not to be forgotten, of course.
It was a field goal, wasn't it? It would have been a tie game.
Oh, yeah, it was a field goal, yeah.
Oh, the clock's going to be short.
So it's 1 yard.
They don't get the yard. The Buffalo Bills win the game.
Oh,
my word. Whoa, what the hell is this? Give it to Johnny Taylor. He's got it.
Oh, He's got it.
What a run from Jonathan Taylor, but the clock is running.
They need to get up.
I think they've got to spike it here.
Wow. That could have been the end of the game right there. I thought it was when he got hit the first time, but again keeps the legs churning.
A second effort.
They're going again.
Only a minute left.
Rivers drops back, goes wide. He didn't get out of bounds. Oh, he didn't catch it.
Incomplete.
Oh, wow, Doyle.
So, to be honest with you, it's probably your best bet because you're only going to get 7 yards anyway. And the clock's a minute when you would have lost maybe 15 seconds. So, it's not the worst play in the world. It's kind of like a spike, really. A bang on a minute to go. Blankenship's warming up.
See how that leg holds up. Oh. Gets excited at this stage of the game.
This could be Phil Rivers' last NFL game. Oh,
he caught it, Naheem Hines.
But to be honest, again, like, probably would have been tackled in bounds.
But
you need to get some yards, don't they? It's 3rd and 10.
And that is in the hands of Naheem Hines. I don't know how it's gone right through.
Butterfingers. No, none of the running backs have been able to catch today for the Colts.
To be fair, the wide receivers haven't helped much either, and the tight end, because Doyle's had a few.
I don't think T.Y. Hilton's had a catch, has he?
Oh, he had one earlier in the game.
Maybe 1 or 2 or something. He's not been a factor at all. Come on, then. Let's see what the Colts have got here.
Rivers, he's getting pressured. It's up. Incomplete. And they're going to have to go for it on 4th down. Wait.
4th and 10. It's coming up. Look for Hilton, but Travis White, that's brilliant coverage. Knocks the ball down. What a play. That's why he's an all-pro corner.
Exactly. Right in front of Hilton as well. And this is where the game ends now. Stop and the Bills win. Complete and the game continues. Bills Mafia.
The Colts are currently at their own 37-yard line. They need to get the snap off. Rivers, they're sending pressure. Good block from Hines. Rivers throws.
Caught!
Zach Pascal!
Bills recover. Was he down?
I thought he was down. Did he even catch it?
No, Rivers is calling another play.
What a throw.
A great catch.
Yeah, he was well down. He was down. But Zach Pascal, he's come up clutch in his 4th quarter, makes a huge catch right there. The clock's running 30 seconds. Rivers.
Quick throw. Oh. Timeout, Buffalo. Yeah.
I wonder why. I don't know
Maybe
why.
They might not have liked what they saw on Micah Hyde is heated.
I think it was Poyer.
Oh, Poyet, maybe. Sorry, Poyet.
I don't know why.
What is happening?
Well, I think the Buffalo want a review of the fumble. Yeah, Jordan Poyer's heated, man. It wasn't a fumble though, because he catches the ball, his knees down, he gets touched there. Or does he get open trying forward?
This is what I was going to say to you. He gets up. He's up before he's touched. So he tries to get a few more yards and then it's ripped out.
His knee is down there. If he gets touched there, the player's dead, but he stands up.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. He gets touched when he's up, which means it could be a Buffalo ball and the game is over. He's up. He's up.
It's gonna be a fumble.
And Poyer, fair play to Poyer for ripping the ball out.
Knee down there. That is so tight. Don't know why I tried getting up, man. Knee down, knees down, knees still down, knees still down.
He's up. And Poyer might have just won his team the game. And Pascal goes from hero to zero. He's up.
But does he go forward?
True.
Does he just stand up? Because I thought if he were going forward, but like he says, he doesn't give himself up. He stands up and tries to get an extra yardage.
That's what I was going to say. That wasn't what it was. It was him trying to. He was fighting for more yards.
I think they're going to give it a fumble because they're taking so long to review it. If they knew they weren't going to overturn it, then they'd have done it by now. I think this is getting overturned. I think Buffalo's going to win the game, and it's going to be a horrid end to the Colts season.
And it's another missed opportunity for the Indianapolis Colts. They had the yardage. He just had to keep hold of the football.
Can't believe that. By the way, some news as well. John Wolford will make the start QB today for the Rams. Jared Goff will be the backup.
They're just looking now. When he is immediately touched, I think they're overturning this.
I agree. This is getting overturned. But I question the timeout by Sean McDermott. What a clutch timeout that was.
We'll have to see. The thing is, we're just all waiting. We're the same as the players at this point. The ref's still looking at the monitor. I think he's up and he's... Oh, no, he's up.
Do you know what, though? Scott Hansen just said, starting to feel like some witching hour type stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
For that.
I
They're taking too long here. It's gonna be overturned, I think.
It's just kind of, I don't know. We'll have to see. We're waiting for the referee to come back on the field. Rivers is on the field, but I don't know what's going on. The ref still at the monitor. Still at the monitor. I'm presuming the call on the field was just a completed pass.
Yeah, completed pass down by contact, and the clock was running. 10-second runoff. So what'll happen is the clock will start running at the referee's whistle blown.
Here he comes.
Overturn it. I think it's getting overturned. I'll turn the TV up. Woo! No way.
The ruling on the field stands.
This is classic PR NFL. They want the game to go on. They want overtime, more viewers, more money for the NFL. Because if I'm a Bulls fan, if I'm a Bills fan, I am
That's
absolutely
outrageous.
Fuming. Because at first I thought it was down by contact, but when I saw the replay and what they actually were looking at, that's a robbery.
He looked at for that a long time.
They're still winning the game.
They are.
Stop. Pittman, got to get out of bounds, bro. He is out of bounds. Pittman fell over.
Also fell over. This is a tense game. Pittman Jr. stops
Pittman Jr. is like a wow. He is a madman right now. Phil Rivers.
Deep.
What again?
Oh, blown dead. Wait, the Bills still have the timeout. I thought they only had one anyway. This is a crazy ending.
I don't know what they were doing there calling the timeout because
this game just doesn't seem to want to end.
It doesn't, does it? But no. Wow. What an ending. What are they calling for you? Oh, yeah, got the timeout in, too fair to him.
He did get the timeout in. And now, no timeouts for either team.
I think if you're the Colts, you're aiming for the sidelines. If you complete a pass over the middle, you'll have to spike it, and that'll be the last play. They need a chunk play here, the Colts, because I think they're only like the 49-yard line. I don't think they need like another 10 yards.
They need more than that.
Yeah, they need more. Fucking hell.
2nd and 11.
They need about 15 yards.
Rivers drops back.
Throws it out of bounds.
Yeah, into the net as well. Great throw by Rivers.
Um,
One more play, maybe.
do you get if you're throwing this ball in bounds? I don't think you get the spike off. You've got to go for the sidelines, but the Bills will just defend the sidelines. And unless Blankenship's going to hit a 70-yarder,
which sadly I don't think he has it in him. I like the guy, but I don't think he has a 70-yarder in him.
Well, actually, no. If it's from the 47.
But there we go. The pass is off. It's overthrown.
What do you do now? Hail Mary. Two awful plays there.
Probably your best option.
Hail Mary. I want a Hail Mary. We love a Hail Mary.
Wait.
I don't know if Blankenship would make the kick out. They better decide quickly because there's 19 seconds to go.
Well, the Bills have already given up a Hail Murray. What about a Hail Rivers? Here we go. He's dropping back. He's got good coverage.
Going to the end zone. Batted away.
Batted away. This game is over. And the Bills are through to next time.
The divisional round.
Divisional round, thank you. Rivers went deep. What a game.
Could be Phil Rivers' last game. Yeah, what a game.
Bills 27. What a play. Is that Micah Hyde?
Micah Hyde, yeah.
What a play again by Micah Hyde. A star on this defense today. An absolutely brilliant game.
Brilliant game. That was a fantastic game to watch.
And it ends 27-24. Bills Mafia remain in the playoffs and we'll go on to face whomever next week. Thank you for joining us this week. Thank you for joining us, Will.
Thanks for having me again, Paul.
As always.
See you tomorrow.
It's all right. For more stuff on the channel, you'll have Titans v Ravens tomorrow. You'll have the French Cup with Marseille v PSG. And you will have the darts when that may return. But there's plenty more on the channel. There's more football. There'll be more NFL as the playoffs roll on. And that's it. Thank you very much, Will.
Yeah, thanks again, Kieran. I've really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow. We'll be getting another very tasty game. Yeah, because that was a lot of fun. If you do want to watch any NFL tonight, it's Baltimore v Tennessee and Cleveland v Pittsburgh later on. But I thank you all for joining us now. If you're in charge of ending the stream, Will, so... Thank you for joining again. We shall see you tomorrow at the same time. Goodbye.